Welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're currently watching our special Broncos versus Bankers competition in which the Boise State Broncos go up against various staff members from ICCU, a proud sponsor of Boise State Esports. Right now, we are starting the first of the many games we are going to play over the next 2 games. It's starting out with Fortnite. And many of the ICCU players have reason to, wave at the camera, feel a bit confident right now because I think we're seeing a good amount of skill from them.
Yeah, we saw the Bankers finish really high in this. The last 3 duos we saw were all Bankers. The last of the Broncos were eliminated, I think, 4th. Maybe they were 3rd. But we did see that fight, and they were pinned right in the middle, right up on the road. No place to hide, no rocks to hide behind, and they got flat third-partied. And if you're new to this game, third-partied is when you engage somebody, you think you're going to have a fair fight, and then somebody comes over the hill, and they're behind you. And like, who are we fighting? We fighting them? We fighting them? Spoiler alert, they're both fighting you, and it's over.
Yep. And it was just unfortunately the situation Vega and his teammate found themselves in. So we're going to be jumping into the new lobby here, see what happens, and see if the Broncos can't stage a comeback. But I was thinking that ICCU might get off to an early lead here, and it seems like that's what's going to be brought on as we go back over Doc's keys to the game in Fortnite.
Yes, drop plan, work your strategy. It looks like the team that won did that. Make sure that's your teammate. And, of course, beware the rift. Just know where it is. You don't have to stay out of it, but you can't get surprised by it. Specifically, you can't drop one place and then spend all your time not looking at the mini-map, doing everything else, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, it's totally over on the other side of the map.
Yeah, you never want to be in that situation.
Let's run like crazy, So
yeah. Because then, if someone else has already made it, that means that you can't even fight back. Because if you stop, you're going to get caught in the storm. So,
yeah,
never a good situation.
That's true. We got Team Go Green, and that's the TGG, and of course the Boise State Broncos, which are filled in nicely by our full team. And a lot of people don't know this, but part of our recruited college esports team are broadcasters and production team and people who do, and we've got a few of those in the matches tonight, which will be a lot of fun,
as well as a little bit of fodder.
Yes,
and a few of
I expect them to perform. Let's go.
The fact you didn't get an answer there is really concerning.
Yeah, it is. But I think this is going to go different. I think it's. I mean, and truly, if what I'm hearing is correct, and Vagar and Vagar's team, Boise State duo, was 3rd, but then you know what? We're in the points. Things are going good.
Yep. It's just going to have to be who scores the best over a series of all of this. So seems like we're loading up the second match. Jump into it as soon as we can. And I think once we got the matches going here, then it's going to be a bit easier to get into them. But just kind of a review of what we have lined up. After this, we're going to be heading to the racetrack and going to Mario Kart, which I'm looking forward to. We're also going to be touching on Rocket League. So 2 car-focused games back-to-back, although they could not be more different, I gotta say.
So true.
And Call of Duty is going to wrap up tonight. Then tomorrow, you're not going to want to miss. We're going to have Smash, League of Legends, and Halo, which, oh my goodness, if you want to talk about fighting for glory, there's
and I'm gonna get to work on making sure that graphic gets changed to be triannual.
The triannual. You definitely want to push this and see all this again in August, and then hopefully the holiday season. So
yes.
All right, we see some people in the lobby just waiting for everything to start here.
Great question in chat by Panda J Money. Doc, gonna play any Fortnite? I have been benched. I've been benched by our production to the desk. Otherwise, I'd be sweating it up out there. I don't need a partner. Let's just go 1v all the duos. I got you.
Sure.
Yeah. But no, I've been benched. Thanks, Panda. I appreciate it.
Just a reminder that you probably wish that you didn't have to be reminded of.
Yeah, it's true. As we jump into this, Battle Bus probably be faced in a different direction. We're going to get some glorious Sax Panda.
Sure.
Or sorry, chicken sacks. Chicken sacks. Sacks chicken. And whoever
that's coming next Battle Pass. Watch out for it.
Yeah, Sax Panda. As whoever eliminates Sax Panda will be the first team that we follow. So
yep.
I said, did it again, Sax Panda. Yeah.
Well,
this is good.
why don't we just see the Sax chicken here so we can know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Know that we're not just horribly mangling everything.
Yeah, Sax chicken will join us in a moment, without a doubt. The games, though, I think are gonna be interesting tonight. Pretty hotly contested.
I think we're also going to have the chicken jump into kind of a more contested area right off the bat. We kind of jumped like right off to the side of the stage, and we met up with Vagar, which was nice to see a Bronco, but everything kind of happened more central. So we'll kind of drop into a more central place so that once the spectator chicken, if you will, is eliminated, then we'll be able to see who's making the most moves.
And I would not be surprised to see the duo that we saw finish strong here active early.
Sure.
Although we saw a lot of moving and building, and did not get a lot of combat. We had one duo eliminated within probably the first 2 minutes of the game, and then nothing until like minute 8 or 9.
Yep.
Yeah. So this will be fun to see.
Yeah, I gotta also say some of these names have been really, really good. I gotta give the shout out to Picklefork, who
Picklefork
I
in
hope,
the arena with us tonight.
Yeah, is in the arena with us tonight. I just hope it lasts longer because I love that gamer tag.
Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah. So if you have a good gamer tag and you're in the arena, we're talking to you. Don't get
and you gotta love when those gamer tags are quirky and short. You know, you don't have the stereotypical capital X lowercase x underscore Shadow Wolf.
So if you want the Doc's keys to selecting a
gamer tag, and that's going to be important because you will be known at it around here.
First of all, 1 or 2 syllables max. Right? You do not want to be, slippery panda, luncheon dog, right?
Yep.
That's original, but it's the worst. Second, it has to be something that you can communicate verbally. You can't try to get someone to spell it for you.
Sure.
Right? It has to be something you can spell. Gem is a great one, or Gem Mountain, right? It's got more syllables, but it can
also be shortened to Gem.
I can give it to you verbally.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Get ready to go.
Because when you're communicating, you need one of those things that you can just say 1 or 2 syllables really fast.
Correct.
Gem, we got someone behind us.
Exactly. And the third one is if you even have to open your mouth to explain what it means, you've chosen the wrong name. It does not matter. There's a fourth kind of hidden rule here, which in selecting a name, that the more grandiose it sounds, the more ridiculous you sound. You want to be something else. Okay.
All right, we're heading over Shifty Shafts and going to be right over Tilted here too.
Watching
crossing
some folks
as well,
go.
And here we go, just right into the center.
All right, now look at the stretch pants and just the uniform worn by Chicken Sacks here.
And it looks like he's actually thinking about dropping Tilted here.
Expect any moment when he hits the ground, so you drop him Tilted, find some very visible high ground and start playing that sax.
This is something that Epic Games keeps on doing. Is they're trying to find more ways to destroy Tilted, which is always they keep building Tilted and then they keep finding ways to destroy it, which is
there we go.
All right. You can also see some people dropping on the horizon there.
There we go. Checklist set up here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Sax. Now you understand. You understand why.
Yeah. I see.
We may have to make that the unofficial mascot of Team Go Green.
Sure.
And we'll get it reskinned and recolored so that it has the green.
We go.
And who's going to get it?
Slammin' Money.
Slammin' Money.
Which a name like that, I think it might be on the Bankers team.
I think so. Okay, Slammin' Money with the first elim, and then we're going to jump in with Lex Weeks and Slammin' Money, and we're going to be following them along the way.
just going to be grabbing up some locations. Now has all of Tilted to explore, so lots of treasure chests to uncover here. Move on here is, this is just kind of what you were talking about, Doc. It's just kind of those ticks that you see that show a player has kind of played this for a while. They're reloading, they're constantly, they're never just running. They're always doing something. Right now, even if you don't find kind of the weapon that you want, you can always just get more ammo. Quick view here, and gonna head toward the treasure chest there, and finds a legendary. He's gonna pick up that one, be happy with it. And we're gonna head over to another team here that's actually in Greasy here. Gonna be joining Sharp Panda, who's actually finding himself under fire here. Actually, it's his teammate, Yami Steven, quickly taken out. It's all down to Sharp Panda.
Oh, no.
Also see Big Meek's the next Dragon here, also in Greasy Grove, so might try to leverage this with the 2-on-1.
Yeah, a yard sale right there on the ground. Always love to see a good yard sale. You know, the best, if you're going to go down and you have a ton of items, which is the way to do it, I'm just going to say, do it on the hillside where it just spreads out. And you know, you go down, you go into observer mode in the most dramatic way possible. That is a large animal coming to get.
There he is.
Hey.
I'm just gonna quickly, well, it is in the hunting store, I gotta say,
yeah,
so it's a bit free to form.
Yeah, it's absolutely right.
See, they're getting you ready. It's like a simulation for the real world here. So.
Okay, down to 14 here. Checking the horizon before it opens this one. That's going to be a loud sound. Ooh, you want that splash there. Now we're going to jump in with another group here real quick. There we go. Now we're back to the winners of the last one.
Sure.
Which is
they've already found
Sebi.
themselves a legendary.
And Black Axis. That's going to be pretty good.
We're just going to try to farm all of this material right here. Sees a med pack off in the distance. Isn't going to quite pick that up there. Has to get up to this treasure chest here. Might just destroy it. No, he gets it. Yep, there's another med pack. And doesn't decide to make room for it quite yet.
Yeah, they're playing loudly. But when we talk about just be aware of where it's at, they are out fairly far, which I think is a good strategic location to drop. But then you got to get in. Right, you got to get in pretty quick and make sure you got a travel plan. I don't see the team. Oh, there, Black Axis down on the ground a little bit to the left. Knows how to perform those jumps. That's one of the newest things in this new version of the game.
And is gonna start up his own convoy and head up on the open road.
Oh yeah, rocking the tunes as well.
Unfortunately here, I don't think you have the clearance for this, so it's going to have to, you don't have a road, make one.
A lot of people don't comment on this, but this map, this part of the map, this lumber area is actually a call out to Cold War. To Warzone specifically. And I say Cold War, but I don't actually mean Cold War. Oh, looking for some enemies up in there. They're pretty clean.
Doesn't quite look like it.
Yeah, the first version of Warzone that came out had one that's almost in this exact configuration. So kind of funny. Black Axis and Sebi.
All of this lumber already above 600. This is how much material you need in the early game if you want to have a chance.
Okay, jump into another group. This is going to be Dragon and Big Neats.
Find Greasy Grove right now. Bird deciding to join us here. And meet up in the attic.
I'm pretty sure the Dragon and Big Neats were the second place team last time.
Okay.
Black Axis and Sebi were number one. Confirming that Vega.
They're also way behind on materials here.
They are.
It's going to take their frustrations out here on the bus stop. Even more build up. A little bit more brick. Really, it's more in the lumber that I think that they would need to bulk up on here.
Some of the Idaho Central fans learning that some of their teammates at work are a little bit aggressive, beating the snot out of garbage cans and rocks.
Sure. You wonder how this is going to be brought up at the next, work shift.
All right, back to Sebi and Black Axis. Yep.
Sniping position here. In fact, they're just going to, they don't even want to they find themselves in the storm, too. Quickly use the 2-on-1, the spray and pray. I love it.
Absolutely gets it done there.
So frustrating. Okay, the storm's just going to do the work.
Vega and Riz go down there.
Can you even get to the... Yeah, the storm's still... Okay, it's going to pick it. I like that. I like that. I'm leaving your teammate behind.
No, you gotta hug your teammate.
I know. It's just that I'm supporting my teammate. I'm also just going to chuck them off.
Hey, that was actually a really good fight for Vega and Riz, but unfortunately they go down. They go down as the 6th place finish in this one.
Bit of a fish fry going on right now. Another treasure chest.
Oh yeah, your teammate needs that. That's good. But they're starting to get a little bit smaller here.
They do have to be cognizant about that storm because it's way off in the distance.
Oh yeah,
so.
Look at that. Look at that. Grabbing good data.
Oh, he sees someone.
Yes. Oh, that's.
Oh,
was that a bot?
Probably was.
Yeah, it was a bot. It didn't show up on the elimination feed. There they go.
The drop bounce pad.
Go up there. They cleared that area, or at least the front half of that area, and they're going to go up and start chipping some more. I don't know in this small lobby play that you need to, to pull in as much as they do. Oh, of course, that was a. I'm such a noob. I forgot
Getting
that
the shields.
Was, yeah. There we go. Big case. What? They don't want that. But honestly, high rate of fire. High rate of fire is what you want here.
Yeah.
See if you can pick up the teammate.
Might find himself that the handling is his greatest undoing here.
Yep. Drive much.
This is not an off-road car. So.
Coming in loud, coming in hot. But they're
into tilted.
Way to go.
Now they've got some pavement, but yeah, they gotta really book it here.
Yeah, looking at the gas on this vehicle.
I like that, picking up the shield with the car.
We don't actually see the gas on here, do we?
No, I don't.
This could be dangerous. They're a long way out. If they don't have enough gas, I didn't see them put any gas in this.
Oh my goodness, they're under fire too.
Yep. And they're going to take this engagement. They're going to head up onto the hill, lose a little bit of speed to do it.
I think they have enough time though now. Whoa, they're going to build the wall here, and now starts very Moore just trying to get the shot with the shotgun.
Oh, and they can mod really well here.
Oh, see, this is why I left the game. Situations like this.
Oh, yeah.
These nice trust building situations aren't good for my heart rate.
No, mine either. I'm not any good at them. I just start button mashing, and then it's over. Oh, they got some gas in there. Oh, incoming. Not doing so
This isn't a good situation. Look at the storm here. I don't think they're going to have the time. They're probably just going to get taken out by the storm.
Now they got some health in there, and the health is going to drop fairly quick. This is third storm.
Oh my goodness! Still trying to find him, but he can't do it.
Down goes Sebi. This will make them, if they don't, if Black Axis doesn't pick up Sebi, and I don't think they will, gonna go on solo right now. There we go. Trying to get out. Probably being chased. We can't quite see behind.
Next week's also
right there.
Damage. Watch out. Sneaky, sneaky. Now just gonna build under. Whoa! They're trying to get revenge. Swinging with the pickaxe, and it's gonna be the shotty that finally does it.
Yep, Slammin goes down. Lex Weeks goes down. And Black Axis is left. That was impressive.
That was. The next level thinking.
And who did I just say? Who did they just eliminate? Said him out loud.
Sebi?
No, Sebi's the eliminated teammate here for Black Axis.
Right. It was the other one.
Maybe production will tell us in here. Maybe it's on replay.
Maybe
We've got replay. Right? We can find out who was eliminated. Okay, but there are only 5 left. That means there are 2 teams and Black Axis. You're gonna get your suit dirty, Black Axis. Slide on your knees like that. Your mother will not be happy.
Filling up as much material as he can. Getting north for 400 on brick is not too bad.
No.
Better.
And you know what? Used a lot of that resource on the way. But I really like the kit setup here. The only thing I would like to see is a full health kit dropped for that 3 small splash.
Moving on here. Trying to get a view. Sees someone. Gets one dink. There's another. Just mowing down that shield.
The
now
teammate,
just health.
Drops him. Honestly, might have just stayed back there, but he's got to get in the ring anyway. Fairly soon. He's got 45 seconds. He might have been able to kind of hold it. Oh, I see what he's doing.
Trying to build.
That's the teammate.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, that was great. Took out the lower wall right there. He's going to build and get up there.
His business here is going to try to just use the one-shot shotgun.
Oh, look at this build right up over the top. High position wins. I have the high ground, Anakin. And takes him out. Wow. Daddy-O and looks like T-Kiva. Hard
oh
to see.
My goodness, so much. To the victor go the spoils.
Yes. That
we have another build here. It's just he's not getting any chance. But the thing is, he didn't take any damage last engagement. He's still at 200. 199 technically, but basically 200.
Basically 200.
Jump down, take the only damage he's taken is from the drop.
And splash right back up. Chug jugs. Splash jugs. Okay. Building with brick now. That's what you like. Takes a little bit longer.
Thanks to that elimination, he's got all the materials he ever needs. Just going to go right for it.
2v1 here. One hanging back. He's going to take him out. Dings him a little bit. Looking good. Can he get some... Pull that back out. There we go. Splash those jugs a little bit more. Only 1 splash jug remaining.
Where are they?
3 left. This is the final battle.
Yeah, I think it's 2v1. Oh, there they are. Oh, almost has him.
And this was the LMG that he wanted from the start. Oh, takes
that's
a big
shot.
Yeah, down to 46 here. He's going to have to get some health in there, build, but also get some health. They may try to come in here and just wreck these walls, or maybe not. He's outside the circle. Maybe they're not being that aggressive. You don't.
Oh no, they
over the
are.
top.
They indeed are.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to let him get full build and get health all the way back up. So you've got to keep him on the run. Earlier, it was doing a really nice job. Black Axis was...
Oh, he doesn't see him.
Oh, got out there. Nice. Guns. Skins equals wins, right?
Certainly looks that way. Sees him. He tries to rush him. Gets a dink there. I think that was about 60. Misses the shotgun.
Yep. Going to try to build up on top and then takes his own down.
36 more.
Yep. Just need a few of those shots. Force him to stop being aggressive. That's what you need to do. You just need to take the aggression off and be underneath again.
Well, we're all out of the advanced materials. It's now all back down to wood here.
Peeks around. Oh, I thought he was going to drop straight down. He couldn't get up over the wall. Try. Now he's going to just build here. Doesn't have any health. So this is it, unless he gets one of these guys.
Let's get a shot there. Trying to line up the shotgun, but...
This is 1v1 now. We missed the other elimination. Okay. This is good stuff.
Now this is actually kind of dangerous. Oh! Gets him right in the back. And that's the final one. Mid-air, taking out X-Dragon. Back-to-back wins.
That was impressive. X-Dragon's team ends up second in this one. Black Axis and Sebi, although Sebi eliminated, take the win in Game 2. This sets up an amazing and exciting game, or Map 3, and I cannot wait to see it. And I know we'll do it after the break. But your thoughts on the performance there?
Well, you know, of all the 1v1s, that was definitely the most entertaining. It was just the game. People were trying to find out, where can I position myself?
Yep.
Where can I build so that I can find him in that unexpected position?
Yeah.
And it's also kind of a matter of time management. Is once they go, they built up so many shields. Once they take a little damage, they got to pause for shield.
Yeah.
So can the other team take advantage of that? Get them while they're shielding up.
What I thought was really interesting is Black Axis was really aggressive when it was still the 2v1 at the beginning of that fight, and they and Black Axis was was forcing them to use ammo, and he was just trading resource with it. Just kept building in front of it, and they kept trying to take it down. And eventually, the person with more resource wins over the person who has more ammo. And I think that may have played a part. We didn't see their kind of ammo loads at the end, but that's my guess.
All righty, well, we'll take another short break and be back with the conclusion of our fortnight. Then we'll move on to the other games we have lined up for tonight, so don't go away. We're just starting.
Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
A rogue virus, no jobs, sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're currently watching our coverage of the Broncos versus Bankers live event here. The Bankers are off to an incredible start here in Fortnite, looking like they are going to take the win here. And overall, that means kind of a tough night for the Broncos. Not really having the best performance, shall we say, in Fortnite. There's another live shot of the stage here. I'm your host, Jacob Jem Palmer, and unfortunately, it seems Doc has vacated the premises. Is actually, oh, dearie me, dearie me. It looks like he was given a few choice words and then a bit of encouragement to the Broncos there, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. So overall, kind of got to be cruel to be kind.
You know what? We just need better performance.
We just need subpar.
We just need better performance. No, actually, they did a really nice job, and they're having fun. They have a very low number of skins, and that when I realized that, I was like,
oh my goodness, it's going to be one of those nights.
This is what I'm working with here.
Yeah, this is what you're working with.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you just got the hand that you're dealt with. You know?
Yes, 100% right. Oh man,
but it isn't like poker. You can't fold and get a new hand here.
No, you can't. We saw some great moments in the last. We saw Black Axis basically soloing versus two different duos at the end.
I mean that's the major target here,
yeah.
and maybe it's a third-party thing. I don't know if we can get that sort of next-level strategy from the Broncos, but who knows? We're going to head into our third and, I believe, final game that we're going to see of Fortnite here. Yep. And before we get to that all-crucial game in the Broncos' last chance to get some sort of comeback here, we're going to review Doc's keys to the game.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to have to modify this for our folks. Get some freaking skins. Yeah, you can't just have the default skin. Drop plan doesn't matter if you don't have good skins. Work your strategy doesn't matter if you don't have good skins. Right? Make sure that's your teammate's good skin, and beware of the rift. You don't want to die in it with a bad skin.
It's all brought to you by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. You can play to win cash and prizes, and I'm sure those in prizes include some better skins.
Absolutely.
Through free and paid entry matches and tournaments, whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you to begin your competitive gaming journey. Sign up at dropingaming.com. So we're ready to head into the final match that we'll do a Fortnite. But you don't want to go away after that because we have got so much more tonight after Fortnite. We got Mario Kart, Rocket League, and Call of Duty.
And that's the one. That's the one where there's a lot of history. I don't want to say there's bad blood, but the blood is not good.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have 7 games overall over these next 2, so there's not going to be the possibility for a tie here. So if overall we look over games, ICCU looks like they're going to be cruising toward their first win. We'll see if they can't. If Broncos can't turn around one of the next ones. But now, maybe they can turn it around here. Maybe they can, despite their limited number of cosmetic options. We will believe in the Broncos versus Bankers showdown, starting out of the night with Fortnite as we head into our third and final match. Everyone's loading into the lobby here.
Yes. Now this will be really interesting. Oh,
here we go. And as always, we start out with our
segue. Oh, very nice. Yes. Aaron Bass.
Yes.
The proceedings. Sax Chicken.
Yep.
If you're just joining us, you're going to figure out what Sax Chicken is all about. Dropping into the center of the map to really excite the crowd. 17 players in, so that'll be 8 teams.
8 teams. Which means basically if everyone was to spread out equally, you'd have a whole location to yourself. Basically, there's enough for everyone here.
It's true. If you're smart and you're watching the bus and you're watching the skies, you can prevent yourself from falling into trouble. With only 17 folks in this custom game, that's the way it's going.
Head down right towards Coney Crossroads here. I do believe I saw some other people landing here, so it shouldn't be too long before our chicken gets taken out.
Yeah.
Go into spectate.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to find if chicken gets a full refrain now that everybody understands the purpose. Oh, you missed the cone. You missed the cone.
Oh my goodness, that is.
There we go.
It's just.
This is. Now we can begin.
Okay.
Nope. Forgotten where the emote is.
Okay. There we go.
with the
with the ramp perpetually in front of us.
Oh my. Yep.
I mean, it's like you said, Doc, this is what you have to work with.
This is what we have to work with. And maybe they just want to torture us by nobody going after chicken sacks. If you're just joining us, a little bug tonight does not allow us to direct spectate. We've got to drop chicken sacks in the rotate. We've got
to the beat. I like it.
Yes,
keeping the tempo
okay.
in line.
Okay. And as we listen to this wonderful refrain, let me kind of give a rundown of the points. Pickle Fork and Teammate are tied for third with Vagar and Rise, but with 7 points. Alone in second place is Dragon and Big Neats, and alone in first place with 20 points is Black Axis and Sebi. 20, 14, and 7 is how it breaks out after 2. Dragon and Big Neats, if they can flip the script on this and get themselves 10 points, they'll be in a great spot. And what they need is someone to step up and eliminate Black Axis and Sebi early for them to come out on top. But I think it is safe to call it at this point. This one's going to Team Go Green.
Doesn't really look like anyone has dropped into Tony Crossing right now.
Oh no.
Okay, I get that.
There we go. Eliminated by the Sentry. The Sentry. That's actually good to see. And we drop in with Lex
Slammin'
Weeks and
Monkey.
Slammin'.
Overall,
cool.
they haven't been really in the top tier that much. They're trying to find their right loadout.
They are. They're a decent spot on the map. Teammate right in front. Oh, we got some. Did the teammate just open that?
Yeah, I think they
okay,
did.
Good. Okay. I have
Some shields here.
Yeah. If I run into an area like that I think is open, and something has already been opened, I'm like, nope, and I turn around and run the other way.
Sure. Well,
Especially
they really
early
couldn't run the other way here because the storm is about to close in here.
Well, you could. You still could run the other way.
Sure, you could.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work.
Okay, so the skin observation right here is going with the John Wick, which is a good classic one. All right, going to drop in with
Okay,
Black
here's the
Axis
champion.
Sebi.
Yeah.
It is theirs to lose at this point.
Yep.
So
Nobody has a lineup here. Looks like an SMG, and
what would we say to cast or curse them?
I have no idea.
Like they cannot lose at this point.
Sure. They will be undefeated.
They might as well start spending their winnings. They're like, wait, what, winning? What's going on? And then you get clammy. I don't know. I don't know if there are internal prizings, if Panda J has secured a prizing budget for his team Go Green, if there are incentive programs, if there's a weight program for the Idaho Central team here, that could be the case.
So still looking for a few more weapons here for the loadout. Like I said, only has an SMG and one pump shotty, but overall might be able to find something else. Yeah, it looks like he's got a launcher there.
Doesn't take the launcher. Interesting weapon choice here. Grabs a couple things to help. Again, I think those individual small chug jugs are the ones that can go by the wayside.
Yeah, have the emote game going while they gain some shields.
Strong. We should give them 1/4 point for that. Could come down.
Oh, it is now showing. This is the. Now that's tempting fate right there.
Yeah, come on. Axis, let's see some Orange Justice. If you're listening and your game is strong, you probably don't have it equipped, but you got some good ones in.
This is the best driving I've seen.
No, it is not.
Let's wait back over into town here.
Yep, Sleepy Sound is the location. Now they're going to get out and shop a bit. Some people call it looting. That sounds pretty aggressive. Big truck.
Yep. Not going to go sentry quite right now.
No.
Overall, going for the gas.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe not. Thought they were, but.
Oh, maybe they picked somebody up. They heard somebody.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, they are going for the gas here.
Well, you know, when your co-pilot is fueling up, you got to run inside the store and pick up some snacks.
Sure, hitting the open road.
That's right, road trip.
What's your choice for gas station snack?
You know what? I like me some Tasty Dots pretzels.
Oh, okay.
The Southwest is pretty unbeatable. I even tried some queso chicharrones, basically pork rinds, recently. Surprised. And they're taking a bounty? Oh no, they're going after Daddy-O. Oh, we haven't seen bounties thrown out yet.
No, not that they necessarily need it. And this is
2 cars.
This is one of those cars that is so modified that you start to ask questions about the owner's personal life right now. Because
Yes,
this is,
yes you do.
This is that chassis does not go with that type of car model.
It doesn't. All right. We do know we've got Pickle Fork on stage here, but Sebi and Daddy-O, Sebi and Black Axis are who we're following at the moment here. The Boise State team look like they're just kind of looting. We see them in the monitor down there. They are now mathematically eliminated from first place, unless we were to play 100 games. And Black Axis was not going to play, but I just heard them take fire right there.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting because we haven't seen anyone be eliminated yet.
No, still 17 strong.
Oh, there goes the build. There is going to be just going right for it right here. Watch out!
Oh my goodness! Will there be any follow? He didn't get one of the. Oh, he didn't get an elimination.
Out of that car there. Yep.
Yamis Steven.
Trying to run here.
Yamis Steven.
Oh,
And
the
Sharp
accuracy.
Oh,
Now he knows the teammate has to go.
yes.
Oh,
See
he
D-Vix?
sees someone else here hiding out in the mine shafts.
Oh, they don't see him. He's going to slide in. Oh, takes the first one down. But gets himself in a better position. Teammate was real close, and he was going to have to reload. That was the right decision. Somebody poached the bounty. That looked like Lex goes down this time. This is quite a combo. Oh,
I saw something in my peripheral vision.
rockets incoming.
Gonna go back up on the shields here. Now go toward all the loot.
Yard sale.
Oh, and
Oh,
running
run
away,
away,
John
run away!
Wick! Oh, he just gets dinked for 28.
Yep, it's gonna make him be a little less aggressive at this moment. Ooh, there's something.
Oh, that's a nice shotty there, but
Now, I think that was a quarter rift there, or just a quick rift. In that jar, you break it, shoot yourself up in the sky, but not going to waste a slot with that.
now technically I'm just gonna say this because I noticed something there. There was he's still going with the uncommon pump shotty, and I noticed.
Oh, Yamis even rebooted.
Right? Uh-oh. That's a vehicle you did not want to go up against there.
No,
That looks very heavily armored.
All right, now I'm struggling to see where
Is there
Sebi
someone
is.
on top of this hill? Or is
might
that just an... Oh, no, the tree. Excuse me. I'm a little... Oh, my goodness. No. Ah, that doesn't look safe at all.
No, get behind the rock.
Oh, trying to...
Nice
Oh,
shots
wow.
there. Nice shot.
Still nice.
Does a lot of good damage. Gonna refuel here a little bit. Where is your teammate? Sebi and Axis not together here.
Oh, we
Back
see
to
someone landing right there.
Is it your teammate? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, they have no idea. They don't know what to do. They're putting up some walls. He's just going to try to get the drop on him up from above here. He's just going to go for the right here. Almost gets it. It's gotten rid of all of his shields. Oh, now they have to fight. They got the storm pressure as well. And finds him.
there it goes.
Slamming money.
Slamming. Sorry, eliminated.
And another one.
Team wipe. Yep, Lex Weeks and Slamming Money are added to a new role. They've been promoted to spectator.
Oh, and you still see this tank here.
Yep. Doing a
He's
little
going
bit
to
of
take some
vehicle
chip damage there.
Exactly. Now, Sebi together again. Down to 10 here. Lots still going. So that means the BSU crew is in there. That means Dragon and Big Neats are still in
picked
there.
up a good sniper rifle. Oh!
Whoa. Drop down
Just
really,
barely
really
getting
low.
away with that.
Got to build and have a snack. And then Hope Sebi, who's up the hill, is got you covered. Gonna try to
Okay,
recover as
managed to
much as
heal back
possible.
up. And oh my goodness, that storm placement. They've got to book it.
Yeah, they do. This is not a good storm combo for them. It is not a Team Go Green friendly. Oh, he takes more damage. Basically, all of the work that he did there. Oh, dear.
No, nothing to find there. And now you have to kind of ask is how are they going to play this out? Because this storm is going to move really fast over the other side of the field.
Don't know what utility Sebi has to get them out of here, but you got to kind of make sure that you're playing together. Peeking. Looking for it. They got their back against it right now. They've got a vehicle over there, so if they can create a decent escape route. Sometimes you build unnecessarily your great wall so that you can drive away without taking too much damage on your vehicle.
B is just going to slide down here without the vehicle.
Looks like they forgot about it, or maybe
Sebi is going to pick it up.
Oh, this little end around option here. Oh, there's the portal rift. They called it. They grabbed it and they're out of there. That was really smart, remembering that was with them on the hillside there. Grab that portal rift, shoots them up into the sky, and here they come. Where is the teammate though? We're following Black Axis. I don't see Sebi.
Oh, he's off to the side there. You can see him off to the left.
I don't see him on the mini map though. So he's late. Oh, he didn't get, no, it's a portal rift is a single.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's not too far away. I think he can still win. Oh, he's going to try to take out 2 on 1 with the shotty and takes out 1. Now he just needs the other. He is unstoppable here.
Sharp Panda goes down. Yamasteven goes down as well.
Wow. Just too good. I mean, what can you do?
Panda promoted to spectator. So, by mine, so that's, I think Daddio, Pickle Fork are still in there. We eliminated Slammin' and Lex, and Dragon and Big Nets, Vagar and Rise, I think are still in there. So we're looking at 4 total teams with 8
we
players.
have another build battle here. Gonna try to go vertical here. Taking a lot of damage though from a third party. It looks
this
like.
could be a problem. This could be a problem. He's got to try to get his health up, but he's using the spring. He's getting, I like to think of that as axe, or old days, Old Spice.
Oh, just barely.
19 health.
Look at that. That was Vagar actually trying to get him. Came with a 19 health.
Oh my goodness, can they break it down fast enough? Teammate starting to apply some pressure. He's going to put on his axe body spray right there to get his health to go up there.
I don't know if he can get to Sebi here and revive him.
Sebi is down. No, Sebi, he'd have to get his card. And Sebi's been doing great, but you know what? I think Sebi is just baggage at this point.
Don't need him. Oh. Almost gets the shot. He wanted there. It's face to face. Who has the spray and pray? I love it.
Vagar down. Rise down as well.
It looks like your pep talk there didn't quite do it for Vagar.
Well, no, Vagar was,
he did better.
Vagar was still on the list there. Koba in there, consoling them. It's not your season. It's not your season. Shop the yard sale right there. Get some bargains. Did he get Sebi? He did get Sebi's card. So he's going to reboot Sebi right here. And that's going to bring the in-game total to 6. And I think that is this duo, Dragon Big Nets, and I think Pickle Fork Daddy. I don't know if we can get a switch so we can see who that other group is. Sebi was rebooted.
Anonymous and Ambient Ether.
Oh, we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't seen these two at all.
Oh, they're using the tactical engagement, strategic engagement strategy, which includes a lot of crouching in bushes and not moving. We'll just call them Ether and Anonymous. And I just got to say, Anonymous, I have really always appreciated your poetry and your artwork. So, big fan.
Big fan. Well, kind of living up to their name, because since they aren't really engaging at all, no one even knows they're there anyway. So
you know what? That's part of the strategy.
Even here, try to hop up.
I've always said never take a fair
Oh
fight.
my goodness, these spider webs. No, just get anywhere away from here, my goodness.
Nope. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I know. I mean, Just-
And good job there, Ambient.
I am
Broken.
too haunted by video game spiders. You do not want to mess with video game spiders.
You don't. They're coming for you. Spoiler
All right.
alert. They're coming for you.
It's not the
spiders.
worst storm eye for them. They're just kind of being a little stealthy here.
So our
Oh, but his teammate Ambient Ether was taken out by...
wow. By Black Axis.
Yeah.
Black Axis is coming for you. Sorry to tell you, Anonymous.
Here's some fighting in the distance. Ooh, someone is using that fort to their advantage.
Yep.
Oh,
and that
you can't hide.
2 health. If you brush that leaf too much, you're in trouble. No health in the bag.
Just a few Hail Marys and...
Yep. Skin is strong though, Anonymous. Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
Oh!
That
Had
is just... It's Sevi. But
yep.
Black Axis has been eliminated.
Oh,
look at
my
that.
goodness.
It's all up to Sevi.
no cards remaining now. There is no reboot in there. So it is all up to Sevi. Oh, no, taking
that's
big
a lot
hits.
of damage. They've got the advantage in terms of verticality here.
Don't break the whole tree. Don't break the
well,
whole
he
tree.
did it. And
This will be interesting. So this is 4 left. 4 left. That means about to be 3 left.
Yeah,
oh, so Black Axis is alive.
Oh, he is.
We just may have an issue with
Oh
the...
my goodness. Yeah, I
the
would have been
observer.
surprised if Black Axis had been taken out.
Oh my
Just 4.
Oh!
Goes the teammate. Where's the revenge here?
Sebi goes down.
Black Axis
They
is in
placed
this
third.
build battle here.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
it's-
placed again. Okay. Oh, red stormtrooper. Oh! Big fight. That's Black Axis. We recognize that white suit.
Oh, he drops it. X-Dragon takes the win.
Nice job, X-Drag. Okay, so we do,
But I mean,
yeah.
overall, it has to be Sevi and Black Axis that takes the win overall. 2 wins in the first 2
It's
rounds,
true.
and the top 2 finish in the third.
Yep, that is going to put them over, but it is actually much closer than we think. We don't know who our 3rd place is, but
The first game,
Yep.
very much in favor of ICCU.
very much in favor. There will be a reckoning during the commercial break with our Broncos to see if they can come back and provide a little bit more in this Bankers versus Broncos event this weekend. Okay, so coming out on top, though, if we're going to pick our top 3, Black Axis and Sebi with 27 points.
Yeah.
That's a first place, second place finish. So that gives them 10, 10, 7. Dragon and Big Neats, second, first. So that gives them 7, 7, 10. So 24 to Dragon and Big Nets, 27 to Black Axis. Sebi for the internal office pool for those of you who are keeping score at home and playing the home game. So we're gonna now transition to the next
Yep,
game.
which is going to be Mario Kart.
Yes!
You are not going to want to miss this.
No,
I'm
you're
very
not.
excited for this. So we'll be right back. See if the Broncos can't stage a comeback and be back with some racing action right after this.
Woo!
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. I'm your host, Joan Glovely-Clock, joined by Vegar here, who just got done playing Fortnite, swapping him out for Jacob Jem Palmer, who is now down for our next game, which is Mario Kart. I'm super excited, and I hope you will join us all today for these races here. There's the players down on the couch. I'm really excited. The cup has not been yet selected, so let's talk some Mario Kart, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, right off the bat, like, it's a frenetic, it's multiplayer. You have to worry about sort of those CPUs in your way. The items can throw a huge wrench into things, right?
Oh, yeah, the blue shell of doom. Everyone knows that situation where you're just about to cross the finish line and get hit by that, and then next thing you know, you're in 8th place.
And I think that's something that's really nice about those items, is that they give you some degree of strategy. For example, do you want to hang out in first place the entire race and like create a minefield for your opponents to try and drive through? Or do you want to hang back, maybe get some of those better power-ups? Because after all, the only thing that matters is that you're the one at the end of the finish line in the final lap.
Yeah, always have that strategic, I'm gonna be in 2nd place and just hold on.
Looks like race 1 is going to take place at Mario Kart Stadium. It's a pretty easy course with only 6 turns. You got a little anti-grav and a glider section as well. No hazards though. A classic from the Wii U days.
Now the question is, will we be seeing some Rainbow Road here?
Oh, I'd love to see some Rainbow Road. Notoriously difficult. But now it's time for Doc's keys to the game in Mario Kart. Use your drift speed boost, know your shortcuts, aim for double items, and know your blue shell dodges. This is brought to you by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming provides all sorts of courses. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. Well, that's going to be it for us. The players are already raring to go, revving their engines, and I, for one, am very excited to see some Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah. Any predictions for who they're going to play?
Well, I did get to see them going through character select. Personally, I really like to play Waluigi.
Oh, yes.
I mean, is he like the top tier character? I don't know. But he just is so hilarious to me that how can you not pick Waluigi? We do have a Waluigi, even in the signature car, and that's Metal Mario on the other side.
Yeah. You pick who is cool, not who is good. Whichever your favorite.
All right, already starting off in the back, but it looks like they're starting to pull ahead here. 3rd place for Waluigi, now going to pick up their first items of the stadium.
It's hit by the banana pit.
Triple mushroom and mushroom, so he's going to fire off from the back. That triple mushroom is paying off. Sometimes you do want to hang back and just grab the better items as a result. Sometimes it's just
another
better
triple mushroom.
Now there we got a piranha plant there on the front. Already got the red shell going around the anti-grav curve. Coming up on the glider section here.
Gets a double power here. Double mushrooms. Kind of like a triple mushroom.
Get some shells in play. Keep an eye out for those. First lap is nearly complete.
Just firing off the green shells just to grab a coin here.
Not exactly the best power-up, but hey, a little extra speed never hurt. There goes the blue shell. Uh-oh, Waluigi, you better watch out.
Unfortunate. He gets another coin for their troubles.
Thankfully, though, that coin is going to allow for a little bit more speed. Going to catch up, maintain that first place position. Metal Mario in 3rd place, trying to get ahead of that blue there, getting in his way.
Still got a whole lap to go after this. Still plenty of time for anything to happen.
It's a bob bomb left on the track. Doesn't look like it hit anybody.
Getting more of these coins. Oh, star power coming out.
Great use of that boost there in that first place position. Does have the mana there. Holding it behind you allows you to deflect a lot of the common projectiles that might knock you out of first place. Doesn't protect you from a blooper, however. That's going to make it a little difficult to see.
Yeah, it looks like that's not even going to matter as they maneuver these turns flawlessly.
Glider section now, picking up a few coins. There's that blue shell.
Another blue shell.
Thankfully, already in a really good position to play it off. So far ahead, Waluigi's going to take that first place position. Metal Mario, on the other hand, had a rough time of things.
Yeah.
Fell all the way back into last place. Oh,
Get zapped.
with the golden mushroom too. That's unfortunate. It's going to finish just above last place.
Yeah, and looking at that, quite the lead there by Gem on Waluigi.
You know, somehow Gem strikes me as a Waluigi player, you know? You know, he gets it. He gets the fun of Waluigi.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows that it's Waluigi time every time.
Let's see, what will our next map be here? I'm still looking for that Rainbow Road.
I mean, Rainbow Road is not pretty common. Looks like it's going to be Shroom Ridge. It's a high difficulty stage with 11 turns. You got to keep an eye out on all those turns. It can be sometimes difficult to navigate. You don't want to fall off the also, watch out for traffic. This is a car-based stage, so you can expect vehicles to be running around into you. And I'm not talking about the other kart racers.
Okay, so you got to cross the traffic here. Oh boy, we'll have to see if everyone makes it across there flawlessly or if it'll set some people behind.
Yeah, and it's a classic Nintendo DS stage. One of my favorites as well. Shroom Ridge.
Look at all the Yoshis there. The Toad. Cheering everyone on. Yep.
And they're
Both
off.
good starts. Oh wow, King Boo just instantly beating everyone out there.
Yeah, quite an acceleration from the King of the Boos. Looks like Waluigi's going to pull up. Red Shell, that's a good start.
Ooh, wow.
Use it to push King Boo further behind and secure a first place finish. Lots of vehicles to dodge here, as you can see.
Just bobbing and weaving between them.
Mario already showing a little bit of struggle. He's going to get shoved up from behind by King Boo, who's proving to be a very terrifying NPC in this game. We got a Bob-omb there hanging out in the back, or up on top with Waluigi.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball. Don't have to throw it until you need it. There we go. Just tosses it out probably to get their power-ups here. Looks like,
ooh, the Mega Horn. So this is an important power-up. It's limited only to first place, and basically what it does, not only can you knock other drivers around with it, but you can shoot off the absolutely devastating blue horn, or blue shell. Doesn't work on that red shell, though, apparently. It's going to still hold on to that horn, thankfully. It stays around for a little while.
So it's the one thing that can stop the blue shell?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Mario having a rough time there in 8th place. He's going to hit a shell, or a banana.
Oh, there's the blue shell, and they'll use the horn just to knock it away.
Yep.
Grab their coin while they're at it.
But that's only one blue shell, and it means sacrificing usually a lot of other power-ups in the process. It's going to accidentally run off course a little bit. Watch out for that traffic.
Oh, we got Bullet speeding by.
Gonna plow by Daisy.
Covering some lost ground there.
Ooh, the golden mushroom. Those are great on straightaways, but there's a lot of turns on this course. It can be hard to use it here.
It looks like getting a lot of value out of it, though. And 3 more mushrooms there.
I don't know if that's going to be a catch of Waluigi. You're having a hard time getting those turns in. Looks like Waluigi is going to take first place. Mario currently in 9th. There's a bullet bill coming up, though. 10th, unfortunately. And the lightning bolt.
Oh, no. Oh, and another bullet.
Yeah, that's the downside of being in last place, is that all of those big power-ups are located in that last place slot, higher in the RNG there.
Yeah, which is a good thing, because the last thing you want is the first place player to get one of the bullets and just zoom on by even more so.
Well, it's rough to be Luigi, but it's rougher to be Mario, having not placed well in either of those races. Waluigi already having a very sizable lead.
Yeah, there was quite the performance there. Pretty much just getting to the end, like you saw like King Boo, the AI one, just zoom ahead and it didn't even matter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the AI cheats. I'm pretty sure. No confirmation of that, of course. We can see the players down there. Neither of them seem to be very upset at the cheating AI, but are having a great time playing some Mario Kart and really who doesn't? Who doesn't have fun playing Mario Kart? You get your friends down and you race each other. The only game, better for getting people together, I think, um, is something like
Mario Party?
I'm thinking Mario Party, but the
Yeah.
problem with that one is that you lose friendships when you play
Yes.
Mario Party.
Yeah, it's a you gain some, you lose some.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
that
And
situation.
everybody has to play Waluigi, right? Everyone has to fight over Waluigi. We are going to go to Tick-Tock Clock from the Wii U. It's an easy track with 7 turns. We're going to have some gliding on it as well. Watch out for those pendulums swinging across the course. They can throw you out of the way.
Oh, look at that! A lot of just a straight road on this course, like two big sections of turns, and then just it's smooth sailing after that.
Yeah, and that's going to be great if you're the type of racer who isn't particularly good at the boost, or if you're likely to get a lot of mushrooms. That golden mushroom that we saw in the last course, that's really hard to control when you're on one of those twisting, turning courses. But on something like Tick-Tock Clock here, you have a lot of straightaways that you can really take advantage of with those speed items.
Go. Yep, and there goes King Boo again.
Dropping into first place. Looks like Waluigi's going to pop into second already, trying to establish that lead. Going to take a short cut across the clock. Not enough to get ahead of King Boo, but is very close. Could peg him with that red shell. Is going to shove him out of the way.
Looks like we're getting a coin and a banana here. Take what you can get.
Little Mario doing a great job here at keeping pace with Waluigi right on his tail here. Already showing the advantages of those flatter, straighter courses. Both of them are going to pick up some pretty good power-ups. Going to drop that Mega Horn just so he can use the red shell.
Wow, a lot going on in this map.
He's going to block with that banana, grab a coin, and continue on.
Looks like another banana. Oh, everyone gets zapped by the lightning now.
One thing I really like about this course is just the sheer variety of the driving surfaces. I like the spinning clock faces that if they're timed right, you can use them as shortcuts. I really like the way that you can play alongside these turning cogs here, use them as speed ups. They can speed you up, slow you down, depending on which way they're turning and how you interact with them.
Yeah, it adds a lot of variation in a skill expression to this level.
Yeah, which it kind of desperately needs given that it's such a straight course.
Yeah, even though there's these big straightaways, like they're not exactly.
He's going to get caught by that shell. Mario is falling into 7th place while we've been focusing on Waluigi, and that's a rough time being in 2nd place because you get every single power-up that was headed for 1st place.
Yeah, taking the brunt of it unintentionally.
He's going to pick up the stars, falls into gearworks, going to try and catch up with the team, but Waluigi already on that final lap, already approaching the finish line very quickly.
Getting close to the edge there.
Danger, Luigi's going to sweep around him.
Oh,
Well,
more
Mario
lightning.
having a hard time picking up the speed he needs to compete with these other racers.
Let's speed up from that. And that'll do it. Looks like Mario does have the speed boost though. Going to be able to go in at least secure 7th place.
Hey, it's a better showing than we saw in the previous 2 maps, the previous 2 races. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a win overall, even if he's still down in 11th place.
You know, sometimes, I mean, like any improvement's improvement, you know. So
You always got to learn and play to your strengths, play to what's working, find ways to circumvent things that you're struggling with. We saw the Mario struggling a whole lot and getting those turns, and so the straightaways are really useful. Speaking of turns, though, this one is the most turns yet. Neo Bowser City from the Nintendo 3DS is an extreme difficulty stage. 14 turns, anti-gravity, a gliding section. There's no with that star is going to finish in 8th place, and that is an improvement over the last track that had this many turns and twists and turns.
Yeah, this is seemed like quite a difficult map. A lot of turns, a lot of hazards, and a lot of shortcuts if you knew where to look.
Yeah, definitely. So when you're playing on these difficult maps, when you're playing out of your comfort zone, in any game really, what's your advice?
To kind of just, I'd probably say you'd want to look at like what's getting you and see how you can work that out. Just improve, like, you're like, okay, maybe this turn's what's getting me, so maybe try this next time, and just a little bit of trial and error.
You
oh,
get
we
your
do get
wish.
it. Yeah.
We're going to Rainbow Road.
Nice.
This is the Nintendo 64 version of Rainbow Road. And when we're talking difficult stages, this is a high difficult stage. Does have 10 turns, has some anti-grav and some gliding. There's no guardrail, and keep an eye out for chain chomps. That's a classic Mario enemy that I am aware of, as opposed to these chicane things.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is quite the map. This is the one that, like, I always remember as a kid, like, as the map that, like, if you can beat, like, that was, like, a show of pride, you know?
There's our players down in the stage. Here's Rainbow Road, and looks like these chain chomps are going to be bouncing along. This is a classic for all of you old folks out there. Maybe remember the original Rainbow Road on the Nintendo 64. It's been spruced up quite a bit.
All right. We see King Boo take off way ahead at the very start. Not this time.
A good start from both players in 2nd and 3rd respectively here. Are going to use these speed up gates. That'll give you a little bit of a boost here.
Red shell.
He's able to knock someone off. He's at speed. Look at that beautiful chariot. This whole stage is so fantastic to watch.
The chain chomp.
Yeah, all these little bumps here, you can actually do mini turbos off of them to gain a little bit of speed, but it is a little scary and hard to pull off.
A lot more guardrails than I remember.
I just love the music here. The stage is always so great.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good memories on Rainbow Road.
Very classic stage for sure.
Gotta watch out for those chain chomps. Almost landed on one. Is able to knock Peach away, thankfully, with that banana. Also gonna land the red shell. Trying to catch up with Waluigi is almost there. King Boo is actually causing problems.
King Boo took the shot for him.
Just gonna help him out there. Oh! Lightning shot right off the edge. Unfortunate. It's going to fall into 5th place from that one power-up loss. That's what happens when those racers are so close together like that. It's going to get the double, though, thankfully. Going to pick up its green shell first and then a red.
Rainbow
Just
Red.
looks like he's going to hit anyone.
Gonna get the double power-ups here. This could be pretty vital to staying ahead right now.
I mean, sometimes it's the power-up economy that ends up winning the day. Oh, unfortunately, gonna get caught by a red shell and thrown off the edge by King Boo. The NPCs can be brutal. Falls into 6th place. And no, isn't gonna overtake Isabelle in time. But 6th place finish, that is the best finish we've seen out of Metal Mario this whole game.
And for a while, they were like neck and neck there, so quite the improvement.
Yeah. Well, it is going to be an overall dominating victory for Boise State. They are going to be the ones picking up the win. So thank you to Jem for making us look really good at Mario Kart. Here's the players, you know, giving themselves each other a little handshake. We gotta have some sportsmanship here. Mario Kart's a fun game. You have fun with your friends. You have fun with your opponents. Everybody should be happy at the end of a game of Mario Kart, regardless of how well you play. So even if the game maybe gave the other players a few more blue shells than they probably could have.
That's how it always works when you're in first place, not when they're in first place.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yep, always the power-up you don't want, too.
I mean, like it's always a worst-case scenario when you're playing Mario Kart, you know. But speaking of scenarios that aren't the worst case, we're going to have a lot more here at Boise State versus ICCU. So stay tuned. We're going to be ready to go into our next game here pretty soon. But first, we'll take a short break.
A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You are joining us for our Broncos versus Bankers tournament as Boise State goes up against Idaho Central Credit Union. We just finished watching our Mario Kart match and to follow the Fortnite match to tie it up overall with the games 1-1 with the Broncos and the Bankers tied. So now we're going to be moving on to a different car game, but one that is actually quite different, Rocket League.
Yes.
I'm back on desk as your host, Jacob Jem Palmer, joined by Doc Haskell.
Hey.
And Doc, if you'll just give me a second here because I feel I need to correct something. It's not a chicane. It's a chicane.
Correct,
Okay?
correct.
So I just got to explain this. So this is the road. Like, imagine this tablet's the road. It's a straight piece of road.
Yes.
You have a concrete block that's placed here. You have one that's placed here. So all of a sudden, you can't drive straight on it. You have to swerve around them.
Correct.
These are what chicanes are. They're like obstacles placed on an otherwise straight piece of track to make it so players have to swerve. That will be on the test. I just had to explain it.
Yes.
All right. So now we get to go on into Rocket League right now. And this is kind of the some things never change esport of them all. But it's the same strategies that we're generally used to. I'm most curious about how they are on their aerial play.
Yeah, that's going to be the difference. Honestly, can you get up? Can you redirect to a place where your teammate is going to be very, very soon? And we're going to find out. We're going to find out what this level is. Now, you might have thought we'd bring out a Cosmo Buster. We'd bring out a Gill. We'd bring out the famed mythical beast of Dirtho. But instead, we're going to bring out Thor. And this is Thor. Thor is the mascot for us today. He's a visitor. He's a tiny, tiny little creature. And he's very, very cute. And I bet if I let him down on this desk and I pet him nicely, he'll go to the bathroom on it. And there's nothing we can do about that. But Ray brought him in. Oh, he's being so sweet. Thank you for letting Thor visit. I've been excited about that like since we started.
Yeah, got to get those brownie points with viewership all of a sudden.
Oh, absolutely.
Like dog, universal likes. You know, there's a dog in it. I'm going to like it. All right, back to Doc's keys to the game, which we had just brought up. In Rocket League, that's to create mistakes, punish double commits, don't overstay your welcome, and bump opponents to disrupt them. It's all brought to you by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. You can play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. Now we're ready to jump into this match.
So let me tell you something about double commits, punishing double commits. And I heard Wayton say this. And,
I gave my lecture. Now you can give yours.
Peyton Wilkin, of YouTube fame and world acclaim, described punishing double commits as when two players go up to try to block a ball, they haven't communicated it, and then you've got two people in the place where only one of them should be. If you have really good rotations and you can put back shot after shot and just keep clearing things. But if you have a double commit, it means that somebody is not where they should be. And so to punish it is to put it where they're not. Sometimes that's right back in goal to force the third person to go up, right? And then you can redirect to an open goal because the two that just went up don't have boost. They're not back where they need to be. I think teams that can punish double commits are always really, really effective, and you're looking for them, and it changes your behavior. It's like sharks smelling that 1/1 billionth of a particle of blood in the water going crazy. You see a double commit, you better be able to act on it pretty quick.
Well, once again, let's take a look at the lineup of the games tonight and see how we have gotten to this point. So we started out on Fortnite, which had a result for the Broncos, probably not what they were hoping for, but it was all ICCU. But you know what? All things need to balance out in the end. So we went over to Mario Kart to tie it up, and now we're just going right in. And I see Bagel here. We see some familiar names, but from different games normally.
Yep, we do. Okay, so we got Hat Trick, Liquidity. This is, of course, ICCU, and they're going to score, my goodness, straight out of the gates, 22 seconds in.
Yeah, that's a great start there. I like how he kind of fakes out Rhizome there, and then the others can't rotate in fast enough. That's a great start for ICCU.
All right, a large bagel, Overwatch player, Hat Trick, Call of Duty, and R6 player. And who else are we? Oh, and we've got, where is he for us? I'm looking for, again,
Ryzion?
Rise One.
Rise One.
And we remember him because he was paired with Vagar in Fortnite. So this is
looking
of
for the
course
redemption.
CMJ. Yep, and they've got to do a good job of rotating well and communicating well. I'm not sure if they're in comms together, if they're aiming it.
That
my
is
goodness.
filthy. Look at that. Carries it all the way up through the air. The control on this. We were wondering who had the better aerial play. ICCU proven to be a monster in that regard.
Oh, no. This is not looking good for the Broncos. Not even a minute in. ICCU up 2-0. And they win the kickoff here. Rise does not go for it. Could have played it off the wall up there. Liquidity going to play it high off the wall. Jumping Armadillo, trying to get contact on it. That's another putback. That's 3 shots in a row by ICCU.
Now Broncos are just kind of waiting to feel this out. See their opening hat trick. Tries a shot on goal, but it's saved by Sin. Now Liquidity is going to pass it over.
Oh, nice.
Rise One takes it away, leaves it for Bagel.
Bagel gets another touch on it, centers it.
That is.
Rise unable to act on it. Hat-trick trying to clear it, but get it control of it, but doesn't. Liquidity plays it off the wall. He needs to get it going the other direction if he wants to take a shot on goal. Gets it over one player. Bagel makes contact with it, passes it kind of to himself. Armadillo gets up there. This is really interesting. We're not seeing a lot of aerial play until right now. Sin definitely seems to be the hot scorer. Or at least a hot aerial player in that wicked Fennec car.
Sin, wow, doesn't get the tap he wanted on that. Oh no, it looks like he knew something we didn't and gets his third.
Yep, Sin, a time traveler, went forward in time, back in time, knew where he needed to be. Got up in the air, dunked it. Boom shakalaka.
Wow, okay then.
3-0. All right, Broncos just need to kind of get in rhythm.
It's over to Hat-trick right now. Is going to elevate up. Try to get a tap on it. Play it off the backboard. Sin takes it away from him. Rise One with a nice answer back towards Hat-trick. I love that deflect there. Great play, but the Broncos need a little bit more than some nice deflects. They're looking for a goal. Bagel
just trying to get control of it again, but it's banging around in front of the goal that it shouldn't be. Oh, they're going to get it down to the blue end right here. Jumping Armadillo gets a second touch here. Nice shot, but it's going to be a little bit wide. Bagel tries to meet it, but does a little alley-oop there to himself. But Hat-trick not able to actually get the shot on it. Liquidity going to turn it back the other way. Hat-trick puts it back against the wall. Armadillo with another touch. No one in control yet. Oh, but Bagel with a big steal, air steal, may be able to get something. Gets it high in the corner, but it's not in front of the goal. No one can take a shot. Hat-trick is going to be over his head.
Jumping Armadillo sees his opening there. Stopped by large Bagel. Just the right sort of elevation. But they might let it trickle in. They do. They celebrated too soon.
So tough. Yep, Bagel. We're just seeing a little bit of confusion on our system here, but we're going to manage that here momentarily. Bagel not able to do anything. That's ICCU 4, Boise State. That's a goose egg.
Right now, this doesn't look too good for the Broncos. Liquidity is going to try to run it in again, but Rise One now with the pass over to large Bagel to try to drive it across. Jumping, steals it away from them, leaving it for Sin, and it almost gets another one off the backboard, but Liquidity is there to actually pick up the hat-trick.
That is impressive if you get that animation to go. Liquidity high, Sin unable to dunk, but Liquidity following it up. Takes advantage of that poor placement by the Broncos. 5-0, minute 39 left to play.
Okay, well, I was going to say I was almost feeling a little bad for ICCU during my Mario Kart performance, but now I'm taking that back because we're certainly getting schooled as much as in this scenario here. So I like the back and forth.
No kidding. And the Broncos really just need to kind of get in a good rotation here. Nice hat trick.
Sees it,
there
we go.
And I don't know if you felt it. Did you feel that?
What exactly was this?
It was momentum shifting.
Momentum. Okay.
That's right.
Now we're going to need quite a lot of momentum because it's minute 20 for 4 goals.
You can give away this game if you need to, but you got on the board. The key is you want to try to get one more and prevent them from getting any. Oh, this is a favorable one for the Broncos. Bagel with a nice touch. Anybody?
Boom!
Oh, there it is.
Now, Bagel, overall, is an Overwatch player. Normally he's on support, plays a lot of Lucio, so kind of using those skill here. Wall riding, mid-air play, dunks it in.
At that first 10 seconds after the ball is kicked off, you have the most advantage because people aren't in rotation and somebody didn't get any boost. Oh, dead stop. Gooched it right in the middle.
Broncos still have a glimmer of hope. Not if they play like that, though. They leave the goal open and get punished for it.
What did I say? First 10 seconds, you can really catch people out of position if you've got some ball control.
Yep, sometimes that just happens. They go off for boost on the side and then... Yep. All righty.
Okay.
Now, you need one goal every like 15 seconds, I suppose.
I think you can get you count this as a wash, but you got some good stuff in there. Now they're going to have some conversations. 1 minute remaining. That was a nice shot there. No good redirect. Sin kind of they're a little bit deep and out of position. If the Broncos can touch, they can get some value. A hat trick. Nice redirect. Plays it off the wall. Anybody to follow? Bagel does. Gets a shot. It's going to bounce back to the middle. Gets a demo.
I like it.
Tangles with Sin, which one should never do. It's going to bounce off the crossbar on the top, and no one could redirect it. Now they're running down the other again. Run and gun, all Blazer style liquidity. And then jumping Armadillo with the follow-up.
Yeah, that just goes to show demos do not equal goals if you don't time them right there.
Yep, jumping.
I mean, I'm glad you get the frustration demo, I suppose.
Yep, well, and you are just trying to clear some attackers. And 7-2, not quite Brazil. That's okay. Hat trick, able to get a dribble. A little bit off, and he follows. Oh, triple commit by the Broncos. That's not going to be good. Unless you can do that. Planned it all along. Rise can do it.
Well, I don't mean to put too much of a damper on your spirits here, Doc, but we've only got 18 seconds left and still a 4-goal deficit for the Broncos.
This is the way I see it. I see it as as the score is half full.
Okay.
Yep. We got 3 in this, and that's okay. In the last 2.5 minutes, it's a tie game. Think of it that way.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it took a little for the Broncos to warm up, so we might not have seen the last from them.
Nope, I think we're going to see just a
warm
little
up
bit more.
indeed. Look at Bagel just off the left post and not going to find it. So now the Broncos overall fall into ICCU in the first game. But this is a best of 5, so the Broncos might have yet to speak about it, but I really think Doc touched on the right point there. For the last 2 minutes, it was pretty even for the scores, so it's probably ICCU was all raring to go. I remember seeing one of their players back when we were playing Fortnite was already in Rocket League doing drills, and so ICCU definitely came all warmed up to the play. Broncos might need a little bit to get to their peak performance, but overall, we still got a lot of game to play.
Yes, we do. But again, I want to go back to the last 2 minutes. It was a 3-3 tie.
Yeah, it was.
It was a 3-3 tie. Now, if you get rid of the 4 points that happened in the first 2.5, 3 minutes of that game, you're in a good spot. And I feel the Broncos are going to do some good things here.
Well, we will get into the second game as soon as we can. Once again, this is the Broncos versus ICCU in our Broncos versus Bankers showdown. Some of the top employees from ICCU, a proud sponsor of Boise State Esports, are taking on the Broncos. And, of course, the Broncos, all the Broncos that are playing in games that they don't normally play here. So
yes, but also the Team Go Green from ICCU. We've got some folks also playing some games that maybe aren't their primary. They've kind of had to prep up for this to be able to do it.
Yeah,
so it's been fun.
I mean, they were definitely comfortable on Fortnite. It seems like they were really comfortable on Rocket League here. They lead 1-0. But the Broncos are showing some life, like you said. So maybe if they just don't let it get away from them too much in the early game, they can make something happen. Overall, still a lot of fighting in midfield. Sin with a nice shot toward a goal is going to get saved by Rise 1. Liquidity goes in there, whiffs on that one. So now Hat Trick now leaves it up for Rise 1 toward the goal. Sin, play of the game with the save there.
Very, very good stuff. Okay, we are starting to cook with gas now. Rise up off the wall. It looks like, misses. Liquidity doesn't get it. Sin has to come back and pick up his trash. Hat trick off the wall. Liquidity trying to get it there. Sin in the way. It's going to be a runner Rise now trying to get something out of there. Hat trick. Don't double commit here. He's going to try to go pick up that big boost. Didn't get it. Rise just going to slow dribble right there.
I mean,
nice.
The Broncos are kind of boost starved here.
A little bit, yeah. You see those big ones. Oh, Bagel still gets up, gets a shot. Honestly, Bagel's aerial play impressing me. Hat trick playing one off the roof right there.
Oh!
Rise not as impressed with the aerial play. Ooh, nice redirect by Sin.
Jumping Armadillo here is not quite going to jump yet. Wait for Large Bagel to push the shot. That's a double commit from ICCU there on the save. Sin is still going to be there to save it, but this is so much more competitive. I think the Broncos are warmed up and we're in for a good match now.
Yes, Bagel with a nice play off the wall. Bounces in front. Rise can't get much to get it cleared out of there. Big boom right there. Rise tries to get up, backflips. That's my trick. Don't use my trick. Shot on goal. No one's going to stop it. Jumping Armadillo. That is 2 in a row for Jumping Armadillo. The last one of the previous game and the first one of this one.
Oh, Hat trick just didn't quite have the boost to jump up there. Had he had it, he would have been able to clear that out. But as they say, the rest is history. Boise State is going to have to put it behind them like history if they want to recover here. Just focus on getting another goal to equalize this. And a nice steal away from Rise 1 there over to Sin in midfield. And Large Bagel's going to fight for it in the corner. There goes Hat trick with the clear he was looking for.
Okay, Liquidity going to chase it. Rise gets a nice touch on it there. Anybody redirect. Jumping Armadillo puts it back over the head of Hat trick. This is going to be high off the wall. Can anybody touch it? Liquidity can, but it's going to be off just a little bit. Bagel misses it on the wall. Oh, seriously, we need yakety sacks in this, so everybody's missing so many balls. Bagel, though, with a nice touch there. Chase can't really redirect. Rise, shot on goal is going to crossbar, going to save. Rise gets that second touch. Bagel, an awkward touch, high in the corner. Nice little backflip. That's some style points right there. No deductions for that required piece. A double commit, nothing comes except Jumping Armadillo, getting it cleared out. Now it's on the Bronco end.
Way back over toward Hat trick there. Liquidity trying to set it up, but Bagel's not going to have any of that. Tries to push it back, but the Broncos still fighting for it in their corner. Liquidity with the shot. It seems what ICCU is best at are kind of those follow-ups.
Yep, and with a big snail clear. Nice. That wasn't going in anyway, but you know what? Sometimes you can get a point for moving it. Large Bagel doing a nice job there. Liquidity unable to get the handle on his car, floating through the air. Sin over his head. Yeah, it's very nice. Bagel can't really get a centering pass, but he's going to put it high in the corner. Rise is unable to do anything. Liquidity with my move, back flipping for no reason. Armadillo does a nice little air dribble, but it doesn't really get anywhere. Okay, Rise trying to get in position here. Gets up. We got to figure out what the fake is called in volleyball when you go up like you're going to slam it. Oh! Liquidity maybe ends up blocking that one himself. Bagel going to get a nice touch. That is not on, but it's close. They double commit for that one. Can anybody chase? Rise does, centers it, but it's not a shot at all. Now it looks like the control of ICCU leading 1-0 with just a minute left.
I like that, leaving it for Hat trick for the goal and the equalizer with 1 minute left. We got a game here.
Oh, and the soundbite goes to Gem. I leave it at just the right time. The shot, the score, Liquidity does get a touch on it, but not enough to clear it.
All righty, here we go. 1 minute left, tied 1-1 of Brazil. This is not.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the accompaniment. I like the setting of the mood. Right now, Liquidity is going to try to push it back toward Bronco territory. Hat trick is left forward. He gets played over by Liquidity and Sin into an open goal. And ICCU is not going to let the Broncos sit on their laurels for long.
No, they are not. This is the equalizer that the Broncos need. Wow, there were just 3 of them hanging out in front of there. I think that was the wrong rotation approach there. So, all right, Broncos, 50 seconds left. You've got to do something special.
Dies in the center. Sin picks it up. Sin now dribbling toward the goal. Bagel with a nice clear is going to push it back toward the goal, and if Liquidity hadn't been as fast there, that might have been an open goal, but the Broncos are going to have to fight harder for their goal here. They don't want to leave that goal open. Hat-trick there. He gets played around. It's just toward the last post, and now with 30 seconds remaining, Broncos are back by 1 goal. They need their tying shot so bad right now, but they have to find a way to get some side control back from ICCU.
Sin is up, makes contact with it. Bagel couldn't get the handle on it. It's going to just hang around a little bit too long in front of the goal. But they're being super aggressive. ICCU pushed way up. A big clear like that could make a big difference. Only 7 seconds left. Sin going to redirect it down there. You need a big clear. You need to keep this thing airborne. But Sin misses it. You just need to keep touching it. Hat-trick sitting in the middle looking to get that dribble, and does. Couldn't hang on to it. So close. That's going to be 2 games for ICCU and 0 for the Broncos. But that is the Rocket League we expected to see.
Yep, and now we can see actually the stats here. We can see huge control there. Basically, to sum it all up for you, ICCU was basically at 60% for everything. Side control, boost used, and total shots. And that feels about right, because I think that's the main thing ICCU has going for them, is like they're mostly keeping it in the Broncos territory and forcing the Broncos on the back foot.
So true. And I love it when images pop up in the system. Liquidity.
It is nice.
Still in the system.
It's also when the color coordination works out too.
Yes,
I mean, here we can get away with the default colors because no matter whether we're orange or blue, we're with our school colors no matter what. But it is nice. It's that extra icing on the cake, if you will, to see the custom colors chosen. And Team Green right now is at their match point in this best of 5.
Yeah, and you know what? The ICCU's given the Broncos plenty of opportunities here. You got to put balls in the goal. It's about training packs at this point. The difference is in the training packs. If you're hitting your training packs, you're going to hit those shots. If you're not hitting your training packs, you're going to leave some open doors. ICCU gave us lots of double commits. They gave us lots of backflips. They missed a few things. And so if the Broncos can capitalize on that, I think this series turns around.
All right, let's get into this series. Broncos have to turn it around right now. And in case you were a little bit too... Whoa! Well, okay, I'm not even going to make my point right there. Sin is just going to score right off the bat.
7-second wonder. Sin in the right spot. Bagel trying to grab some boost. Hat-trick just not enough to elevate right there.
All righty, Boise State already on the back foot, and this is what went so wrong for them in Game 1. ICCU let up such a score that when the Broncos did get some momentum, it wasn't enough, so they got to try to stop the bleeding right now.
No, but Liquidity in position there, and times it just right. Watch on this replay. Sin centers it right there. Watch the little stutter step Liquidity, and then up, waits until Bagel has committed some boost before he takes the shot. He didn't rush to the ball. That was a beautiful shot.
Sometimes it's that patience and discernment that is all the difference there. Now Sin gets a touch on it, is going to try to center it up again, has to go against Rise One here, who's playing with no boost. Large Bagel certainly is, though, and that 50-50 isn't going to go in his favor, though. So Rise One tries to push it over. Actually, it's going to be Hat-trick. Plays it around 1, back over to Large Bagel. Now they start the pushing up the field, but of course, Sin is being a constant pain for the Broncos.
Yep, Hat-trick tries to play it off the wall there. Bagel up, but Liquidity gets there first. No real 50-50, stolen straight away. Broncos need to clear it out of their end, but Armadillo is going to get high on the wall here. Hat-trick playing the wall there, Lucio style. Oh, they lose control of it. It gets flipped the wrong way. Hat-trick's going to run it down the other way. He's going to get the big boost, going to get the shot, but they double commit to get rid of it. Anybody can follow up. They had a chance there. Oh, and the demo. Liquidity almost got that third touch again. Big clear by Bagel.
That is a good clear. Wow, he's just going to, more than a clear, he gets a goal.
All right, Jim, we've figured out the method. I'm going to talk to exhaustion. You're going to come in and call the goal no less than 2 seconds later.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. I'm ready.
That's how we're doing it.
We've got our game plan. The Broncos have their game plan.
And I've got my lucky shoelaces on, so I'm feeling good about this.
We got the lucky shoelaces. We've got Thor here. We've got everything we need.
We got Thor. Yeah, Thor is presiding. Okay. Sin high and does a really nice job. He doesn't get what he wants. Shot by Armadillo and gets it. Wow.
Okay, I'll take credit for that one. I said we had everything we needed. Apparently, there's still some sort of deficit here.
Yep, it's like somebody stuck a pair of scissors in your air mattress all of a sudden.
Where do you get these analogies, Doc?
You know what? They just come from the deep recesses of my mind. Okay, getting ready to go here. Nice big tick by the Broncos here, putting it down on the green end. Shot. Oh, but doesn't get any force behind it. Sin. You got to work on your controller settings. That, again, that's me. That's what I do. So I know the backflip. There's nothing more painful than the backflip. Okay, as we get in here, Sin trying to chase around, but it's still down on the green end. Broncos with an opportunity. Just redirect it slightly. That's what you got to do. You got to send it in a direction that they don't want it. Then big clear, but no one can get the actual shot on goal. Rise can't get up for it. Bagel tries to meet it, but gets a weird angle. It's weird, I'm just telling you. And tries to play it off the wall. Liquidity misses. Couple trolling center. This one's high. Someone's going to have to spend some boost to get it. It's Sin. Comes down off the wall. Still nothing happened. 3-2 with 1:40 to go.
Well, that demo will put a dent in Large Bagel's rally to try to get a goal here. He seems to be the main playmaker for the Broncos. Now jumping, sets it up for Sin here. Just trying to get the right angle.
Touch? No, cleared out. Okay. Armadillo doesn't really get a shot on it. Liquidity gets it going back, and he's going to look for a second touch. Open goal. Bad rotation. Liquidity just crushes the dreams of the Broncos in Game 3.
Yeah, it seems the Broncos are really leaving a lot more open goals here. A hat trick, not rotating the back post fast enough. He's going to pay for it, and now ICCU has a 3-goal lead on match point.
Okay, so we got to get into this here. 2:20 is plenty of time. Broncos need to get a quick and decisive goal here. But they're triple committing in the same corner. We're starting to play ball chasing here, and that's not going to do well. And Bagel gets a nice shot, but it's going to be off. They meet it. They're triple committing in there. Hat trick doesn't get the touch that he wants, but he's going to try to mess it up around the goal. It would not hurt the Broncos right now to start getting some disrupts out in front of the goal and near the goal to maybe break their rotation. But there's no one in the goal there. If Sin had been able to do anything more with that ball, it would have been another goal. It would have been 5-1. Okay, hat trick up. Can't get up enough. No elevation there. It's going to fall back on the ground.
He's going to leave it right in front of the goal. Rise one. It's a little bit of a tap on it, but not much of one. Liquidity now answering it back. Hat trick way over to the side of the field. There goes jumping to set it up in front. Hat trick deflects off to the corner. But the Broncos need to find their clear here. It's been the same scenario. It's just so much side control for ICCU. It eventually becomes a goal.
That was pretty impressive. Liquidity. Nice second touch there, or second touch attempt. Does he get any credit for it? No, he was just a spectator to the magic, which was Armadillo's shot.
That was just a little over a minute left. The Broncos in dire straits. There goes Large Bagel trying to chase it off to the side. He's going to get played around by jumping. Patrick is going to stop that goal before it happens, and now drives it up the side himself. Who's he going to leave it for? Who's he going to play it, or is he just going to try to get the goal himself? Isn't able to. It just goes off the front post. Hat-trick now unable to follow up on that. It gets pushed way back by ICCU. And now here goes Large Bagel. Runs right into jumping.
Final countdown playing currently.
Oh. I was wondering what sort of glitch am I hearing?
Broncos, we believe in you. You've got to get something going here. A Large Bagel tries to play it high off the wall. It's still in the wrong end of the field, and Sin is just being a menace down there. You got to get a big clear. You got to point it in the other direction, but it's going to drop slowly. Almost scores. Broncos. This is the final countdown, and now we are mathematically out of the game. And this is going to be a win for ICCU.
It was a countdown, but it's a countdow to an ICCU victory here.
It is the final countdown.
I think you might want to cut the music now.
Yeah, you probably. We probably got stopped. We got blocked. Can we get one more touch? Can anybody? Patrick just doesn't want to get scored. Everybody wants it to drop on the ground, but there's got a chance. No, and that is it. Congratulations, ICCU. You wrecked us in Rocket League.
Yep. Overall, that makes the score 2-1 for the night. Overall, in games, ICCU charging towards a lead. And now we have only one game left to maybe turn the tables.
I think so. This will be really interesting to see if we can get something to change in our direction. But it's not looking good at the end of day one. So
No.
it's currently ICCU 2, Boise State 1.
Yep.
I think we've got we've got some plays here.
All right, let's take a look at some plays here that we can look back on. Just a few highlights here.
This will be fun to see. We do have a player of the game.
Player of the game, and it's in fact going to be Sin.
Oh,
Yeah, that has to be it. Yeah.
Absolutely right.
He was sure deadly. There might as well have been 7 of him on the field because he was just a constant pain for the Broncos.
Oh, Jem with the just the touch. Very, very good. Just like Sin had there. Greed on display here right now. Sloth, unfortunately, on display for the Broncos. Wrath is what is coming next when I sit down to do the VOD review with these with our players.
Yep. Well, the player of the game is not only from ICCU, but it's brought to you by ICCU as well.
It's
the
rigged.
ICCU
It's rigged
player
then.
of the game.
Oh, it must be rigged.
Brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Sin is your ICCU player of the game.
All right. Well, very good job, Sin. I never thought I'd say that, but good stuff. You're the player of the game. So now we're going to see what we're made of. I'm so excited to lay out the lineup for this one.
Okay.
When we come back, of course, from
Yep.
the break.
Broncos have got one more chance. If they were to win this, they'd make it 2-2 for the night as we go into day 2, which is tomorrow.
Yep.
So the Broncos have an opportunity here to make it overall kind of a wash for a night, and we'll see if they do that right after this.
A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Okay.
I know it's coincidental, but I'm getting kinda mental. Cause every time I'm busy, yeah, your mood goes straight south. When I try to reassemble, and you're not feeling level, but I can't be the only one that's helping you out. I didn't apply to sacrifice all of myself to you. Oh. And all of my time was wasted trying to be there to get you through. Oh, I'm working the night shift, spending all of my time
Hello and welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the Bankers versus Broncos, and we're going into our Game 4 of the day, the last one we have coming out for today. And so far, the Bankers are coming out ahead. They're winning 2-1. They're feeling good. They came out with a dominant victory over Rocket League, and I'm of course your host, Alex Not Koba Moore, and joining me is going to be Colin Rise McJunkin. So Colin, I have to ask. How did Rocket League go? How do you feel about the team's performance there?
If you're watching, we will say that it was a very dominant performance. First game was an absolute blowout. We all kind of agree on that. But I think if my teammates were here, they would also agree that we were kind of sensing it out. We are kind of getting a feel. And then second game was a little better for us. Okay. And then third game, I think if we had a second shot, I think we could prove things different.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we'll have to see where it decides to go. I mean, maybe we'll get a rematch, but it'll be interesting seeing Hat Trick sticking around because Hat Trick played in that Rocket League series, and now we're going back and bringing him into Call of Duty. And I think he's a bit more comfortable in Call of Duty. He's been on the Boise State club team, and of course, we see ICCU celebrating in the back, getting themselves ready. They're excited, and really Call of Duty is what they're known for. I mean, sure, they're an incredible bank in Boise, Idaho, but Call of Duty is their bread and butter. And I'm just excited to see what they're going to bring out here. So we're going into it a little unsure of what both teams are going to bring. These teams have met each other multiple times. And so what are you expecting to see as they kind of roll things out here, Colin?
Well, like we said with Patrick returning to the Call of Duty team, he was also one of the players that was on the Call of Duty team last time. And in comms with him during Rocket League before the match, he stated that they had a very solid team. They came out on top, but I think more than everything, if that Rocket League match didn't shock him, I think one thing he'd probably tell him is, hey, let's go 100% guns blazing out the start.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll have to see what they decide to bring out. Of course, we're getting ready with Doc's keys to the game in Vanguard. It's know your call-outs. Got to make sure you know where your opponents are and give them your teammates quick information. Got to start fast on easy prey. You got to catch out those people who are caught out of position. You got to use your tacticals, make sure they're getting value with them and able to capitalize on them. And then, of course, never take a fair fight because that just sets you up for victory and makes sure you're going to find yourself in that W for this last game of the night. Of course, Doc's Keys to the Game are brought to you by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition, play your favorite games to win, cash prizes, and free paid entry to matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming is your right games competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. All right, we're kind of getting ready into this. So, of course, we're following CDL rules. We're going to start with Hardpoint, and we're going to Gavato. Never know the correct pronunciation, but it's just going to be interesting to see what they decide to bring out here. Hardpoint, of course, changing the locations. We'll have to see really where it rotates and what side really is able to capitalize on that first hill and really just dictate the pace of the game.
Yeah, kind of moving around that ship is also a big thing that you're going to notice around that map. That left side, massive, I would imagine a container ship, a shipping cargo ship, I would say. And then you also have that right side hill that you're talking about. And also, just out of the gate, it's a very small map, I would say. So we're probably going to see a lot of fast movement and probably a lot of even faster guns.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they bring out. Of course, CDL rules do limit your choices of weapons. I think almost all the snipers are considered blocked for CDL. I might be wrong. Might be one or two. Don't entirely remember. But we'll have to see what they do because that's one of the things ICCU was best known for was really some of their quick scopes we saw coming out from Spades. Well, I'm curious to see what the lineup is for ICCU because we'll have to see. And it looks like we're getting ready for it. So this is the final game for the match of Boise State versus ICCU, the Bankers versus the Broncos. And we're just ready to hop into it and see what these teams really bring to the table.
Would you say Spades is probably the one where if you saw Spades in the match, you'd be a little worried? Or
he's definitely scary, but he's definitely not the only member. He's got a whole team that kind of really helps back him and brings him into it. And here we go. We're starting up in just a few seconds here. Have to see which side we're watching. Okay, we've got looks like we accidentally flipped around our things. We've got ICCU on the right side. So we've got Sebi, Pickle Fork, Frisky, and Jumping Armadillo. Meanwhile, Boise State on the left as Production, which is going to be Brenner Bear, not Koba, who's nerdy. Oh, 2 quick kills coming out, and Frisky and Pickle Fork actually get a third as well. As ICCU just commands the start of this hill.
Yeah, they were not expecting that, that person to be on the left side, and they automatically are taking control. It's now up to sort of Boise State to use their util that's coming out here and take control.
Yeah, we see Nerdy going to take the drop shot, just quite able to finish them out. We see Sebi going to take him out. And Sebi's going to get a second one as well, finding Brenner Bear. And they're just racking up points. Fish is going to take out Fickle. Hat-Trick's going to take out Armadillo. And Frisky as well for a double. And this is Boise State's chance to really control this hill, get some time on the clock, and at least grab these last 10 seconds before the hill starts moving over to that ship.
That was a big change of pace out there for Boise State. Getting those 4-piece, getting that team wipe was big. And as the hill changes, we see everybody start to shift positions here. Oh, we are going to see Frisky get a kill on the production, which is Nerdy.
Brenner Bear.
Brenner Bear, correct.
Yeah, and we see Pickle Fork picking up 2 more as well. They're getting some more time. They've kind of just got free reign as Boise's waiting for a few of their players to respawn so they can really contest this well. So they do finally have 4 men up, but just immediately taking down as Pickle Fork and Frisky are both going to find eliminations. Pickle Fork finds another one. That's going to be essentially a full ace for ICCU coming out. And they're just sacking up time up here as we see Armadillo's really just holding down this backside, really watching for any flanks or any kind of sneaky plays Boise looks for. And he's going to find Nerdy, but gets taken out as well after the fact.
They're holding their map positioning and control very well. They're, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're making call-outs in the back to what they're holding. And we don't see Boise State making quite a push they should be on the hill, but so far they're just getting racked up in the kill feed so far.
Yeah, it looks like Boise even tried to just move to the next hill, try and focus on that one. We see Hat-Trick holding it down. He's picked up 1 elimination, but he's got a few members coming. He has to hold out until his team's really able to reinforce him. He's got Fish on the way. They're really all just running towards him. They're going to find Sebi as well. So this is their opportunity to really take things back. They're going to hold it down. As we see, Frisky's coming around the side, but it's going to be taken out by Brenner. And Boise's, actually 3 straight eliminations coming out for ICCU. All that's left is Nerdy Bird, and Nerdy's not going to be long for this world as they get taken out. And Boise's just kind of at a full reset now.
They might want to, how would a flank work out here? That's my,
It's going to be hard because we've seen earlier Armadillo was just holding that flank down. He was keeping his eyes open, making sure that there weren't any sneaky opportunities. But Boise definitely needs to find out some change that they can look for here. We'll have to see how they decide to bring it out, but they're just kind of mowing down Boise right now. We'll see Fish find 1 on the return, but there's, as we see the hard point moving, there's 2 members of ICCU already on that side of the map. Fish is making his way, but it gets caught out in the back from Sebi. It looks like Hat-Trick is going to find 1. He might be running into the Sebi. We'll have to see who's going to be able to take this side out because whoever really controls the beach does have that flank option. Sebi's going to lock it down, make sure Hat-Trick is denied on that flank.
Got to be aware of Fish, though. Eyes on the flank. Is going to get it Sebi, but not after being taken out by Nerdy. And now they have a little bit of map control here. In my opinion, from what I see so far, however, the Frisky's going to get Nerdy back on that flank. BSU is most accomplished when they're playing together and make a push with all their available util.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely just almost been caught in the spawn trap where they just 2 are alive and the other 2 are spawning, and then the 2 that are alive get taken out, and they're just kind of trickling in. I'd really like to see Boise just kind of take their time and really reset here as we see Armadillo takes out Hat-Trick. Fish is going to take out Pickle Fork, though. There is a 3v2 right now. Boise has the advantage. They're going to find 1 as well, but the ICCU just brings it back, finds 2 more, finds a 3rd as well as Armadillo takes out another one. And we're moving to the new point as well. There's already a member there. So the fact that ICCU could control that point at the very end with not even their whole team there, as they're already rotating to the new location.
Jumping Armadillo is just holding back all of Boise State here. Holding the flank is going to get another one, but not before taken out by Fish.
They were able to trade it out, but they've got both teams have the spawns right on each other, so they're sticking together. Pickle Fork's going to find Fish out. Sebi's going to find Brenner Bear. Hat-Trick does find 1 to return it, but they're still down 1, down 2 now, and this is going to be really hard to really push into it. I really think they need to try and almost push from the left side, not even just as a flank, but just to stop the spawns from being right next to the point, because it's so hard to push into the point when as soon as you take someone out, 3 seconds later they're coming back.
Hat-Trick has got a 3-piece so far, so that may swing the favors in their opposition, but the opposition is going to hold it. ICCU still holds on to it. See Brenner getting a sneaky little flank, misses the shots, is going to get it, though, onto Pickle Fork. And here we just see some spread out fighting happening all along.
Yeah, I mean, this timer is just such an advantage for ICCU. It's going to be so hard to see them climb back from this. Already down 130 points. But it looks like the hill has moved over to this side. This one does offer a few more options of where you can enter from. There's kind of 4 different locations. So we'll have to see if that gives Boise an advantage to really find a different entry point. And meanwhile, I see Pickle Fork really just holding down this backside here, looking for anyone coming down that long hallway. And we see Nerdy making their way up. We do see a few Boise members down up side there, and we see one ICU member, but they just get melted. All 4 Boise members going down in succession, and with only 45 points left for the victory, it's not looking good for Boise State.
They are playing in a very disadvantageous position, I believe, here. As Nerdy does get site control, or King of the Hill control, gets taken out very quickly. Sebby might get on production, might be alarmed. Is going to take control, though.
Time's counting down for Boise. It's now 29 seconds till the end of this game. Boise does get a nice rotation in here. They're able to get a few. But the new point comes in. There's already 3 members of of ICCU on top of it, and they're just holding down the fort. Hattrick's going to pick up 2, though, and this might be their opportunity. Fish is going to find out Frisky as well. Keep that action going. Picklefork's going to bring it back, but Boise really needs to hold on to this point, and they need to make a statement right here. But it's so hard when 3 members fall back-to-back like that. Make it a 4th as well, as Brenner's the last one trying to trickle in, but he's in a 1v3 situation at this point, and he's going to get taken down. Fish is going to find Armadillo, but there's only 20 points left in this game, and it's not looking good.
Yeah, with so close to time, I think it's almost better for Boise State to kind of, they'll try the hardest here, but almost just kind of relax here and just move on to the next one. Is the best of 5, but we already have control. And the Boise State holding a lot of map control. They might, however, the Pickle Fork's going to pick up 2, though. This could look detrimental to Boise State's option to hold out here.
Yeah, we've kind of got Nerdy. Really needs to win this fight. They're able to take out Sebi, and they're really making their push, but there's only 5 seconds left. They need to get Pickle Fork off there. He activates his kill streak, but looks like he's going to find 2. He takes out Nerdy and Fish, and that's going to be the end of the game as ICCU takes game 1, and it's going to come out ahead with this advantage with just a dominant performance, 25-60 in this first map.
A little bit of a flashback to the Rocket League, how the first match of Rocket League went down, and I think we can all agree we don't really quite expect ICCU to come out with guns blazing like this, but hopefully second map, Boise State's able to recollect here and move forward.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they decide to bring out. We'll be going to Search and Destroy, which, remember, it was one of ICCU's strongest points. If I remember right, the one map they took against the full Boise State team was in Search and Destroy. And, I mean, I say the one map. That was a close series back and forth the entire way. But that one, Boise came out ahead. But so far, this might be the chance for ICCU to take the lead and take the reins and really just show they're here to play. But I think we're going to throw it to a quick break, so we'll be right back and bring back the action of Search and Destroy.
A rogue virus, no jobs, sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. We're here for the Bankers versus Broncos showdown, match, competition, tournament, whatever you want to call it. But all we know is this is just an incredible back and forth series of just different games coming out between Boise State and Idaho Central Credit Union. And so far, Idaho Central Credit Union's in the lead. They've got the overall day victory lead for 2-1, and they're leading so far in Game 1 of Call of Duty. Of course, I'm your host, Alex Notkoba Moore, and joining me is Colin Rise McJunkin. So, Colin, we saw a solid match for ICCU in that first game. They come out gun swinging, but now that Boise State has picked Tustin, what are you expecting to see here? What do you want to see Boise really change to make things work and kind of find that evening game?
With their map pick and what I'm assuming is going to be search and destroy, probably a little more individual play, but the fact they chose this map probably means that they know this map the best or that they feel the most confident on it. And I'm really looking forward to, especially in search and destroy, is a kind of team positioning to be able to trade each other out or at least have some strong individual play.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like this is going to come down to a lot more teamwork of just keeping track of where others are and really knowing how you want to push into these different locations. Of course, we're going to be swapping back and forth between offense and defense between the two teams, so we'll have to see which team starts on which side. But we've seen a lot of really close games. I know during the giving games, we saw Boise State play against one of the ICCU teams, and it came down to the last round. It was 5-5, and Boise State came short. But we're going to be getting ready to go into it. We'll have to see if we're able to bring this game tying back of the Broncos versus the Bankers. We're going into Tuscan for search and destroy, and here it is. We're loading into game as players get ready, show off all their fancy skins and watches. And we're ready for the game.
I feel Search and Destroy, we mentioned this earlier with callouts. I feel Search and Destroy is the one game mode that, you know, we played like King of the Hill and Site Control last map. But I feel like callouts don't really affect you, but I feel like in Search and Destroy, giving a good callout can make or break a game.
Yeah, and you only got that one life per round, so we'll have to see how they decide to bring it out. Of course, we see Boise State is on the attacking side this time. They're going to take the bomb over towards A. Picklefork's going to find Hat-Trick at the start. Armadillo finds Brenner, and Pickle's going to find Nerdy, so all that's left is Fish in a 1v4 situation 30 seconds into the round.
Definitely, hopefully, next round we don't go charging into mid like that with no knowledge of where the enemy is, and right there, we're going to have Fish run into Picklefork.
What a start from ICCU. I mean, they dominated game one, and they're just rolling into it, keeping that going. As we see this final elimination on Fish, there's not much Fish could do, but Picklefork got 3 of the eliminations in that round, working towards kill streaks, and just can be so deadly and almost win you an entire round if you're able to unlock them in Search and Destroy.
Picklefork definitely knew that Fish was going through that door, sitting there very confidently. It's just we need to see how Boise State comes out and responds.
Yeah, we see a similar strategy coming out for ICCU. They're going towards A as well, but they're going to go on the outside edge rather than through the middle. We see Hat-Trick's going to find Sebi, so there's this nice little advantage for Boise State, but the plant's coming out. They're going to put Boise on the clock. Picklefork going to find out Fish to win a 3v3 situation with ICCU already having planted the bomb. We see not Koba, or Nerdy, excuse me, looking for one, but he's going to not check the corners. He's going to be taken out by Picklefork, but it looks like Brenner's going to find the return elimination as well. And we're in 2v2. Oh, Frisky's going to find Brenner, and it's all down to Hat-Trick. He's going to might find Frisky as he's got his back turned, but now they know where the others are. Weapons usually able to take this gunfight. He's going to take the chance to reload. He's going to run towards the bomb. He's running out of time, though. He really needs to find this elimination, and Hat-Trick finds it. He gets 3 eliminations on that round, almost trying to show himself off for Armadillo. Like, you do 3 eliminations, I can do it too. And gets the defusal, and Boise State takes the rounds back to 1-1.
A very clutch round coming out from there from Hat-Trick. Trading. I mean, that was a trade near every kill was just traded out until we got a 2v1 situation. And Hat-Trick really came out with all the confidence in the world and just exactly like I said, showed ICCU, hey, I can do it too.
Yeah, so far both times the defensive ones. We'll have to see if any of these offenses are going to be able to kind of take things into their own control and really dictate the pace of this game. Looks like Boise's going to mix it up a little bit. They're not quite grouping up right off the start so much. And Pickle Fork's going to find Brenner, though, and he's just running through the map. I mean, we see him almost flanking Boise right now, as he might be able to find Hat-Trick right here. Or there it is, and they find Fish as well, and I mean just 3 straight in a row. ICCU, I mean when ICCU is on, they're just dominating these games, but the Boise State victories are so close. But once again, the defense team pulls it out, and Frisky gets 3 eliminations of his own.
That flank was big, and I think Pickle Fork's streak should be to an end now and reset only to 2 kills, but if Pickle Fork stays on it, like you said, those streaks are so big and can win you around single-handedly. But Boise seems to do better on that defensive side, so we'll see how they respond here.
Yeah, so far it seems like both of these teams on offense just haven't really found something that works. We see shots going out to Fish, but he's going to survive. He'll be able to back up a little bit, regain a little bit of his health. But Pickle Fork's going to find Fish, but Nerdy is going to take him out. And look at this, we have Brenner on the full side of the map covering down B, but they get the plant down on A. We see a fight coming out, and Armadillo's going to take Nerdy out. So we're in a 3v2 situation. We do see Brenner's looking for this flank almost. He's kind of rolling around this outside edge. As we see Hat-Trick's going to get the shots on Sebi, was not going to be able to finish him off. And Brenner's going to be taken out as well. Just wasn't quite able to clear the corner, and ICCU gets the first offensive win. Or no, excuse me, that was defensive win. But they're just going to kind of cement this lead 3-1, and it's just looking good for ICCU.
They are firing on all cylinders right now. Every possible thing they could be working out with that map control, map knowledge. They are doing it all excellent, and when they attack fast.
Yeah, they're just hitting these sites incredibly hard. But of course, this is still Boise State's got every opportunity. It's not like Valorant. It's not like League of Legends. Every round is the exact same. It's only momentum and your own willpower changing how you play these different rounds and your different strategies. And just like that, Hat-Trick finds Armadillo, but Pickle Fork's going to bring it back and find Fish and Brenner Bear as well. They're just going to take the numbers advantage, 3-2. Pickle Fork finds Nerdy as well, and Hat-Trick is the last member surviving in a 1v3 situation. We do see
Some do it in a
looking
1v2. But he's not going to be able to get it. Was not able to replicate the 1v2 situation there.
Yeah, and ICCU takes that 4th round as well. They were just both able to push from both sides. Pickle Fork's looking at 11-2 so far, only losing that 1 round and then 1 other time. And ever since then, he's just been surviving the other 4 rounds. And Boise needs to find out something. They're on defense. This is their stronger side. So I have to see them come out with a good strategy, maybe look for a pick early on. But really the big thing is when they get that pick, they can't get caught out right afterwards. Want to see them be a little more controlled, a little more... We see a team kill coming out. Armadillo takes out Pickle Fork. Frisky does take out Nerdy, so it still is a 3-3. But what was that?
Hat-Trick getting caught right out in the open here. Bomb has not been planted yet, and we're in a 2v3 situation. But Brenner's going to get caught on the open as well, and now it's just the Fish, who has a flank.
It's going to find out Sebi is but going to be taken down by Armadillo.
That was a closer round. Boise State is definitely getting there, but as we're leading down to the very last round, Boise State's got to come up with something quickly here.
It was closer, but ICCU did take out one of their own. So
yes,
that's a little difficult, but we're going to match point. Boise's final stand here. Only 1 more to go for ICCU, so we need to see something come out for Boise State, and they're on offense. It's going to be a challenge. I feel like we've seen a lot of fights going for A, so I'd like to see Boise try and go for B because both teams are really just cementing down this A hold. We see Sebi's going to look for mid, but no one's going to be caught out there. Hat-Trick's looking down the lane. He's going to find Armadillo. I think a few shots come out, but neither side is going to be taken down. We do see Sebi coming through, was kind of towards Brenner. Actually, we see Nerdy looking on the outside, just quite isn't able to find him. Gets a few shots onto Sebi, but definitely have a slower rounds coming out here.
All right, we're most definitely slow around and not a single pick coming out yet. And we have 3 members of Boise State pushed up very far into map control, and Hattrick's going to get the first pick of the game. Bomb is not down yet, though, with 50 seconds left in the round.
We see 2 members real close as Fish and Pick and Fork are just right on top of each other. Sebi's going to find Brenner. Oh, we're going to find 2 as well as Nerdy takes out Sebi and Fish is going to take out Pick and Fork. And all that's left is Armadillo in a 3v1 situation. And there it is. Brenner Bear is going to take him out. Boise State get to second round and are staying alive in this series.
That is very big. They have to claw back round by round now. They're in match point. They need to get it to 5 to stand any bit of chance. So they got to play these rounds as meticulously as they can.
I mean, I really liked what they did, slowing it down right there. It seems to just do so much better. Boise was really able to dictate the pace of the rounds and just kind of take their time and find their eliminations, and I'd love to see them do that again here. They are on defense, so it's a little more difficult to slow things down. It's really more on ICCU if they decide to let Boise slow things down. We'll have to see what they do here.
Already here, we might see a pick go out onto Seb. Getting a trade here, though. 3v3 situation here. Fish almost had the flank there, but Pickle Fork's going to get the jumping shot on them, and Seb's going to pick one up
down
on
to
Brenner as well.
He's last alive in a 1v2 situation. He's got to take out Sebi and Pickle Fork. Pickle Fork's going to find the bomb. He's going to might start planning. Actually, no, he's going towards Hattrick. He might be able to catch him out here. They're both so close to him. And there it is. Sebi's going to find him. Idaho Central Credit Union is going to take game 2 as a 6-2 series, or excuse me, round differential. And I mean, still an incredibly solid performance from Idaho Central. And now Boise's going to be wondering, what can they do to get back into the series?
They're close. They had the right idea going forward. We saw them slow down the game a little bit. They saw them play their strengths. However, though, quite frankly, I think it's just down to, you know, their movement-wise and realizing that their footsteps have value in this game. They are very loud when running, and I think they're slowing it down that way really put a detriment to ICU, made them antsy and made them make a move.
It's true, and we've seen a lot of really incredible clean slides coming out from ICCU just to make sure they're going through as fast as possible so they're not be able to caught out. They're showing as little bit of their bodies as possible so they're not really getting shot. So we'll have to see what comes next when we really go into this next mode. But we'll have to throw it to a quick break, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
A rogue virus. No jobs. Sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the Bankers versus the Broncos coming together and just battling it out to see who's really able to be the stronger team on that. We've got games today and games tomorrow, but so far ICCU is leading the charge. The Bankers are beating up the Broncos, and they're just really taking control so far in this series. They lead the series 2-0, and we'll have to see if Boise's able to kind of find that hidden strength and bring things back. Of course, I'm your host, Alex Not Cobamore. Joining me is Colin Rise McJunkin. And Colin, going to control, little bit of different game mode. It's kind of a combination of the two modes we've seen before. We'll have to see what they decide to bring out here, but kind of what are you expecting to see here? What do you want to see change, and what do you want to see that's working well for Boise?
I think keep the same tempo momentum that we had in Hardpoint at the beginning, but also we have that live limiter. So it's also, like you said, a combination of the two. And I think coming into it a little bit bigger of a plan of, hey, let's all push left, let's all push right. Avoid mid in general. They seem to control, ICCU seems to control mid very well. So we'll see how that further develops once we get in a game.
It's true. We'll have to see what they decide to bring out. Of course, we have the biggest benefit of control is that we're not seeing it in Cold War, because we only saw one map ever in Cold War control, and it was Garrison, and we really got tired of it. So I'm just glad we're on Vanguard. Going to see something different here, and we'll have to see what maps they decide to choose, because they've really got a lot of time to think about it and really make sure they pick the best choice for them. And they need a win here. They need a win and again to keep themselves in this series. So hopefully they pick something that really plays to their strengths and is able to bring things together. Of course, can't forget Doc's keys to the game might be able to help Boise bring this back to a closer series. And in Vanguard, that's to know your callouts, start fast on the easy prey, disorient with tacticals, and never take a fair fight. And of course, Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. All right, well, we're getting ready to go into this, what could be the last map of the night. This could be the victory for ICCU, or it could be Boise State clawing their way back and staying alive in this series. We'll have to wait and see. I'm so excited to see what they really bring out here. So we'll have to kind of take a look and see what happens.
I think it's very important. I think if the one thing we could take forward with Boise State is perhaps using our tacticals a tad bit more and strategically using them, like kind of throwing them out in a bunch of not being super, ideology with how we approach things, but at least throwing them around to at least confuse enemies and at least trade, I would think.
Yeah, we were seeing a lot of early trades in that search and destroy, where it was 1 for 1 at the start, or maybe even 2 for 2. But really, guess the later it went, that's really when ICCU was able to cement themselves as the stronger team in that map and just really find the game or the round winning and the game winning eliminations. So we'll have to see Boise be able to either trade throughout the length of a round, not just right at the start, or see them really just find the eliminations themselves and just take the advantage.
I think in that early lead, that 30 life pool will definitely have something to say about who gets farther off, but it's also something of where, You can play passive, I imagine, if you start losing a little more lives, cause ICU to go to you, because that's what we've been doing so far. We've been going to ICU. I think we might want to step it back a little bit, at least on the defensive perspective. I understand attacking, you're going to have to change that, but
it's true. And some of these, depending on which map they choose, some of these do allow you to stay a little bit farther back and just kind of watch the site from a distance, try and make sure you're able to not be able to be caught out or not be flanked. And so we'll have to, that's probably what's taking so long, is they're really trying to put all their thought into what map is going to get them the victory against Idaho Central Credit Union. Because so far, their choices haven't worked out, but looks like we're getting ready to go into it. We have the Bankers versus the Broncos, Idaho Central Credit Union versus Boise State. Going into Game 3 of Vanguard, which is match point for Idaho Central. We'll have to see if they're able to bring things out and close it out, or if we'll see Boise come back for the reverse sweep.
As far as I understand, it's a best of 5 in this game mode of itself.
Yes, it is, exactly. So we see Fish kind of taking his time at the start, deciding to stay the year, but we're going back to Tuscan here. We'll have to see how they're going to bring things out. We see Boise on the offensive. Fish finally decides he's in the game, might be caught out right at the start, as Frisky finds 2 back-to-back, finds a 3rd as well, and he's just kind of dominating right here, and they're just going to stop that hill take, as now Boise's kind of going to rotate over towards B. Really need to start kind of take some of these eliminations out, as there's a 3-point elimination for Idaho Central so far.
Having that 6 live lead now is very big. We've only taken 2 lives off as Boise State. Maybe recollecting here is pushing as a team, as controlling these sites are also vitally important as well. And there it is, getting a double kill from Fish and Hattrick.
Yeah, I mean, they're just kind of taking points back, and you can never really count any of these teams out. We saw over the weekend in the CCL, one of our former casters is over at Ottawa, and they came back from a 14 live differential in control, and were able to actually win that round and win the series to qualify for the CCL LAN. And so we'll have to see what's really going to bring things forward. Is they're going to find 2, and it's within 2 lives here. Boise's taken half of A. They got that first tick, so they can't lose that. But actually, they're going to keep going. Might be able to get the second tick, and they've got the second tick as well. Lurking on the 3rd is ICCU is now trying to push their way, and Fish is actually going to find Pickle Fork on B and start making progress there as well, as we see a strong push coming out from Boise.
Already in the A side is very big. Now all attention is going to now be focused on B, so it's very important in how Boise collapse on this site to really kind of control where ICCU is able to reposition themselves.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, that first site is a little bit easier. There's 2 options you have to try and defend. But so once it comes down to just this one, it's easier to defend. We'll have to see what comes out. We see Fish is going to take out Frisky, as we see Pickle Fork's the last one really on the side, but he's going to find one. Frisky finds another, and Sebi's going to find Brenner as well. And they're just going to commandingly take another 2 lives differential here, as they make it 3 as they find Nerdy as well. And they're just going to kind of hold control of this B site, not letting Boise State step foot in it.
Need to slow it down a bit. You'll understand they have their takes. Ooh, going to be saved a little bit there, but still now at a 5 live differential here. Now make it 6. They really need to slow down here and make sure they secure those lives. And Pickle Fork is just going on an absolute rampage right now, not slowing down at all, and nobody in Boise State seems to be able to contest.
Yeah, and Boise's running out of lives here. They're down to the last 6. Only 2 more people can respawn. Fish finds 1 at the start, but they still got a ways to go to really take this out. Of course, there's only 45 seconds left on the clock as well, as Frisky's going to take out Nerdy, and Picklefork's going to find Fish as well. So these are no more respawns. Hat-trick goes down, so it's down to the final 3 for Boise State. With only 35 seconds, it's not looking good as well. We see Brennerbird's going to find Frisky. That's a start. They're keeping it alive anyway. He's going to duck out of the way. Armadillo's not quite going to find that elimination, as Brenner stays alive, but we're down to the last 20 seconds. They haven't even started the progress on B. There's 3 members of ICCU holding the site down and keeping Boise out of it.
Playing for that lives is probably what they're going for in the first place. They probably said, hey, they already got A. Let's just, and Brennerbeard is going to find jumping, and Fish is going to find a second here on Frisky. They're now starting that control cap point, but they're down to the last line.
Starts again, though. It comes down to Brenner. The last one really on the site, and he's going to be falling down as ICCU takes the first round, gets it through lives, not through points or time, but it was close. And so that was a solid start for ICCU, but definitely not as dominant as the other 2 games felt. So I feel like this might be the chance for Boise State to cement themselves. They're on defense now, a little bit easier for them. What kind of strategy do you think they're going to look for here? Do you think they're going to immediately try and hold both sites, or do you think it's better to really just give up site and focus on B, kind of like what ICCU did in the second half of that round? Anyway?
I think that seems to be the smart one. You know, kind of go for a split kind of default setup here. And already, Patrick's going to find one going down to 29 lives. And I think, you know, swapping between back and forth, being hybrid here, getting as many lives taken away as you can.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fast tick taken out for ICCU as they find 3 eliminations back-to-back as well. Picklefork finding 2 of them, and he's just really just cementing himself in this game. Armadillo's going to find a hat trick as well, and they're just getting the second tick as well, taking out 2 more eliminations. I think Boise State just has to give up on A at this point. They're not going to be able to hold it down. They need to make their way over towards B and just go for the full hole. It's like ICCU did last round. And what they're just pushing so fast and so quickly. I mean, it's not looking good for Boise as ICCU has already found themselves at a 9-point differential for lives. Make that 10. Make it 11 as Fish finally finds one back, but only 3 lives have been lost so far for ICCU.
This is a big out for them. Picklefork, I think, has definitely been a staple in their performance. As I say, that hat trick takes Picklefork down. Getting a double there, also on Jumping Armadillo. They finally take back B control site, but at the cost of nearly almost half their lives.
And I don't know if you saw it, but we saw it for a moment there, Picklefork's KD. He is 22-6 right now. He is just dominating this Boise State team. We do see 2 eliminations coming out for Boise, but they're still down by 10. They're really just keeping it even, not really gaining any of that ground back. But so far, they haven't lost any of their ticks, so it's their chance to really keep things coming. As I see Idaho Central have to keep pushing into this site.
Almost right there. Hat trick might get the bait on. Yep, it's going to get 1. Also, Brenner getting 1. Frisky's going to get it on to Nerdy, though. Nobody's taking B. However, though, down to 10 lives for Boise. ICU still having 18. Most likely, they're going to give up on site control and more or less just go for the team deathmatch here.
Yeah, as long as they don't give up a tick, it's okay. It'll start falling back down as we see another 2 coming out for Boise, and they're really another 3rd as well. It's down to 6 at this point, make it back to 7. But Boise State is making their way back into this game. It's now 8-15. They've kind of find their fitting on this B site. Hattrick's going to find Frisky as well, and Boise's found something that's working, and they just need to keep this going.
Getting the double push onto here is going to get 2, as Brenner's going to get both of them. 7-12 now. They really need to play around their strengths and play around these corners. It seems that ICCU really jumps into a lot of things.
I mean, it was, we see some shots coming out here from Frisky, taking him out. Picklefork's going to find Brenner as well, keep it at that 6 lives differential. And Boise's out of respawns at this point. There's only 3, and once again, Hattrick's the first one to follow that group. Going to fall down as well, and Fish is the final one. Is going to take out Armadillo, but having to fight against 9 people and get the site is just going to be too hard of a hill to climb, unfortunately. But we'll have to see what Fish is going to come out. He does have the skins. He's looking good, and we'll have to see if that's enough to carry him to this victory.
Save the KD. Never mind, just advance it.
He's going to find one, but he's going to fall down afterwards. And ICCU find that second round. And not only is Boise State need to get 3 wins in a row in the series, they need 3 wins to row for this map. And that's a hard sell to go for. And it's looking really strong for Idaho Central so far.
Oh yeah, they've been very dominant in their performance so far in nearly every game we played. Besides Mario Kart, they definitely came out and showed their strengths that not to be trifled with at all. But Boise State, having almost won last time when they were on attack here, I think they have a decent chance to make a comeback here.
Fish finds that first elimination. It's good to see. We see another fight coming around over that A side, and looks like Sevy's going to take out Nerdy and Fish as well, as they just finds 2 back-to-back. And still keeping it even, though, as long as they don't find that full massive deficit as we did see on that last round. I think Boise's definitely playing better together, and we'll have to see if they're able to really bring it forward in this last round, or at least this match point round. Have to see what they decide to bring out.
Fish is barely going to escape with a little bit of HP left. And now all of ICCU focusing all their efforts into stopping the push on the A. It seems Boise is holding out very well, but Jumping Armadillo is going to get the pick on Fish. And Brenner does not see Quincy running behind him. They're going to take back A. But they get it a tick off of it, though.
Yeah, they got one tick, and they're down 5 lives now. It's definitely climbing up there. It's definitely a challenge being down 5 lives, but it's not insurmountable. It falls farther and farther. It's down to 8 now.
Ooh.
Okay, they do find one. Hattrick is going to take out Armadillo. Sebi's going to find Fish, though. Hattrick might be able to find Prisky here. He does. Might be able to start pushing for another tick, but he wants to look for another elimination first. Production's going to find Pickle Fork. And actually, it looks like Hattrick decided he wanted to go for more eliminations. He didn't want to just sit on site. Hattrick's one of the stronger players. He's got the positive KD, and he really needs to be one of the ones finding things. But 3 eliminations in a row for Idaho Central is just going to kind of shut down that push.
It is not looking good for Boise State so far. Down to the last 12 lives, and ICCU having 20. Nerdy's going to find one, but Frisky's going to get a double onto Hattrick and Fish here. The A site seems to be fully controlled here. It might be time to make fake it, and it is going to be time for that, as the majority of Boise State's players are going to push for the B site. Here we have Hattrick that's about to get flanked. It's barely away. The flashbang comes out. Might find it. Ooh.
I didn't even notice time limit reached, but that's going to be the victory for Idaho Central. I was so focused on the lives and the site taking, and time just ran out. Boise State did not spend enough time on that point, and Idaho Central is going to win this series 3-0 as they take the victory in Call of Duty Vanguard. And just what an incredible performance coming out from Idaho Central. I mean, they lost 2 rounds in Search and Destroy, but other than that, like, they were just a dominating performance and just played incredibly well here.
Yeah, they had a very dominant night here tonight. I think it was very apparent that, like I said before, they're not to be trifled with. They're definitely a strong team. They are not just, you know, the best bank you can go with. They are the best gamers, apparently, to go with.
It's true. I mean, they came out swinging today, and part of this, they're just pushing through. They're just fighting back-to-back, and got 3 of the 4 victories in the games we played today. Of course, we started the day with Fortnite, and they were able to find 2 back-to-back victories in those first 2 rounds, and then find the 3rd as well. And then we did go to Mario Kart. Boise State was bringing it back. We saw a very strong performance come out from Gem Mountain, able to take down Pickle Fork in that one, but then just a dominating performance coming back in Rocket League, and another dominating performance in Call of Duty to take the overall day victory of 3-1. And we've got 3 more games coming out tomorrow, but that's just a strong start on this whole showdown. We're really broadcasting here. And what do you want to see come out from for tomorrow? We're going to start off with Smash.
I think we're going to have a personally, I don't quite know what for Smash is to come, but I think Halo and League will be very strong in, though. But kind of bringing it back a little bit to Call of Duty, I believe we do have a player game that's going to be selected. Quite honestly, I think it's going to be Pickle Fork.
Yeah, Pickle Fork was showing some domination later in the series, but we saw Armadillo was really the carry early on. So I have to see what it comes out, but the fact that it's Tucson makes me think it might be Pickle Fork, and there he is, as he just has dominated his way over Boise State and was really just able to find so many eliminations. I mean, that last round, last time we checked, he was at 22-6, able to find that first round. It's just Fish just charged through the door and just unfortunately going to be taken out. But of course, Idaho Central Credit Union is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. It believes a great player can make a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Pickle Fork is the Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game. And I mean, just what a performance from Pickle Fork. We saw him just pushing his way. He was really just not just like finding the 1, 2. There's times we saw it found 2 and 3 back-to-back eliminations, and was just really just cementing himself as one of the stronger performers in this map for Idaho Central. And I mean, he's definitely well earned the player of the game right there, and just it was an incredible performance.
Not only if you see that player card was a help desk or is a help desk agent, but also helping Idaho Central's team to another victory tonight. So all in all, an overall win for Pickle Fork and for ICCU. Amazing night tonight. I think all the games played were well fought, hard fought, and I think Idaho Central Credit Union deserved all the wins they got.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely saw them play very hard and very strong, and I can't wait to see what they bring out for tomorrow. I think that's going to conclude things for our broadcast today. Thank you so much for watching the Bankers versus Broncos. We saw the Bankers take the lead so far. We've got 3 more games coming to you tomorrow, being Super Smash Brothers, League of Legends, and Halo Infinite, so I can't wait to see those and see how things bring things out. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Welcome to day 2 of the Broncos versus Bankers showdown here in the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. It's part of a triannual event in which the best of one of our sponsors, Idaho Central Credit